at Muscatine Community High School on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. I'm Joel Krausar, along with my partners Bob Long and Terry Youngbauer, the three-headed monster. What's the best three-lead movie you guys can think of, as it is Night at the Movies theme night?
Three Amigos?
Three Amigos. That was my go-to.
Okay, Bobby. I can't even think of it. Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers. There we go. See, that's
Good
why
question,
that's how
Joel.
we pay T.Y. the big
Good
bucks.
question.
He comes up with the classical literature.
Good question.
Bob and I come up with the Martin Short, Chevy Chase, and Steve Martin.
I'm more of a
movies.
comedy guy, Joel.
Yeah, me too. The Three Amigos salute, I think, was how my cousins and I communicated for most of our childhood. So it is a big night, as it is all purple and gold all the time, as the Central DeWitt Sabers make their trip to Muscatine for this Mississippi Athletic Conference action. It's the Muscatine Power and Water pregame show, And Bob, we'll kind of start on the girls' side with you. Central DeWitt brings one of the better teams, not just in the conference, but in this half, if not all of the state.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Joel, they're led by a dynamic duo of seniors in Taylor Beach and Allie Meadows, both D1 commits. Taylor Beach going to go to Illinois State, and Allie Meadows going to go to Western Illinois. But one young lady that you cannot sleep on is freshman Lauren Walker. She's put up big nights recently.
She had a big, 19 points just the other night. She's averaging 9 per game. You mentioned Matt Meadows going to Western Illinois, averaging 16 points per game. And then Veach, the reigning Mississippi Athletic Conference Player of the Year, at 14.8 points per game and 7 rebounds per game. And she's headed to Bloomington Normal to be an Illinois State Redbird.
The
Muskies have a lot of momentum still coming into this as well.
Absolutely. We cannot count the Muskies out. You know, this is a big night for the Muskies. Has their season probably went the way they wanted? Absolutely not. But we are competitors. It's cake auction night. Yeah. Anything could happen, Joel.
Special things happen on cake auction night, as you guys know as your coaching experience.
There's always a little magic in here, Bobby.
Absolutely.
A few years ago, we had the Joe Wieskamp 54-point night where he was going head-to-head with DJ Cartons from Bettendorf. You never know. You can have big output here, but we could have some surprises here from the Muskies.
You know, don't forget about that night. Besides him having a big 54-point night, he scored the first 25 points of the game.
Yeah,
for the Muskies
he did. That was one of the most memorable. You can go back and watch that.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, it was phenomenal, and we're hoping to see a phenomenal effort from Coach John McBride and his Muskie girls tonight as we get our starting lineups presented by Bear of Muscatine. Starting for Central DeWitt, number 4, Allison Meadows, the aforementioned senior. Number 10, Emma Grace Hartman, the 5'8 junior. Number 13, Kylie DeVore, the 6'4 center. Number 30, Lauren Walker, the freshman, 5'8, and then Taylor Veach, the 5'11 senior, number 33. That is one of the tallest lineups you're going to see in girls basketball in the state of Iowa.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And then, that Kylie DeVore is another kid that you cannot sleep on here. Kylie DeVore is a young lady that played her first 3 years at Davenport West and has transferred in this year to DeWitt. Nice hands, nice touch. Just a kid that has a big upside that just needs a little bit more basketball experience.
Points per game, she's at 3 points per game, but she's their second leading rebounder at 6 rebounds per game, and a great shot blocker as well.
At 6'4",
yeah,
game changer.
Coach Justin Schultz, very excited. His first year at Central DeWitt. And starting for the Muskies, number 4, Meredith Connor getting the start tonight. She's a senior.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And number 10, Sophia Thomas, the 5'8 senior. Number 15, Grace Bodie, the senior. She's starting as well, along with number 24, Becca Haig, getting the start of the 5'8 junior. And then number 43, Jazzy Jones, the 5'8 junior. So a little bit different starting lineup, but Meredith Connor, who's cracked that starting lineup, was really the first person off the bench, kind of has played that sixth-man role. Interesting to see, maybe bring her defensive prowess to challenge Meadows and Veach when they have the ball.
Yes, and that's one thing that Meredith is definitely known for. And also it looks like we're trying to bring in a little bit more size with Becca Haig.
Yeah, and Becca has shown a lot of touch shooting the ball the last couple of games too. So her hard work being rewarded with the start tonight. That is your starting lineups presented by Bear of Muscatine.
Joel, you mentioned Justin Schultz, coach of DeWitt Central.
Yeah.
Justin, my third year as an assistant here, that was our only loss. Justin led Davenport West, beat us in overtime. That was our only conference loss with our conference championship team. But heck of a player. I just remember him as a tremendous competitor. So I think he probably brings that to the coaching game as well. And he's got a great team this year.
I know they were pretty happy to find a coach of his caliber because he's been accomplished everywhere he's been after the turnover there. So much turnover in the conference on the coaching ranks. We've seen it here in Muscatine. Coach McBride in year one here. But all the schools seem to find the right fit, someone who has a lot of experience and can kind of help the ship come across. And it's excited to see this matchup. Coach Schultz actually reached out to me on Twitter earlier in the week. He was excited because he knows what the cake auction is like. He knows how that is in this conference. Central DeWitt getting their first taste of it here tonight as we now rise and honor America with the national anthem.
Please remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem by MHS student Carson Larry.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the pale rollers fly. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and rockets regular, the foes bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors and star-spangled banner and wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job by Muscatine senior Carson Larry with his rendition of the national anthem. I've never been asked to shoot a free throw in a clutch situation, but I've been asked to do that. He knocked that one out of the park.
He did a great job.
Joel, I've been told you got a great voice, and people have been egging me on saying we need to do the national anthem, and I said I can't sing, and I don't know about Bobby, and they said, well, Joel can carry the tune, and we could just lip sync.
Coach Torelli actually played when I walked in, he's like, hey, they need you to sing the anthem tonight. Like, you're just messing with me. But I was like, no, I'm good. I'm retired. It's good to see these kids do that. Again, big night, Booster Club night, supporting all of Muscatine activities, and that includes our arts programs and clubs. As we are here for the tip-off, as DeVore and Haig will tip off here. It's the first quarter of Muscatine against Central DeWitt in this Mississippi Athletic Conference Challenge. And Central DeWitt will win the opening tip.
Looks like the Muskies are starting in their 3-2 zone, Joel.
Veach 33 works it over to Meadows. Rebound by Grace Bodie. Now Connor tries to feed Thomas, but it's kicked out of bounds.
You know, one thing that Meredith Connor is good at is actually penetrating and finding people on the opposite block.
Jones gets it on the block. And Veach with the defense and the rebound.
She never got quite squared up on that, did she, Coach?
No, she needs to really show up, square up, show the ball, maybe step through. Shot it too quick.
Almost looked like she lost her balance a little bit.
She may have.
Veach for three from the corner. No good. With a long rebound garnered by the purple and gold from DeWitt. The Sabers again in the dark purple, the Muskies in white. And the first bucket of the night goes to Allison Meadows.
Yeah, nice little floater from the free throw line area. We've given up a couple three-pointers, but we just couldn't secure that defensive rebound.
Bodie finds Connor. Little zone look here from the Sabers as well. More of a 1-3-1.
Looks like a 1-3-1, doesn't
Yes.
it, Coach? Yeah.
Jazzy Jones, jumper from the free throw line, goes out of bounds. and Central DeWitt will take over.
You don't see a lot of 1-3-1 anymore, do you, from anybody?
No, you know what's interesting though is you do see it in AAU basketball on the girls' side.
DeVore gets it down low. She turns over and gets the bucket. The 6'4" DeVore.
She does a nice job of keeping the ball up high, doesn't she? Did not bring the ball down at all. I like that about her.
And I've always liked her hands too. Actually, City High runs a lot of 1-3-1 girls basketball.
Personally, I like the defense myself.
I think it's a great change-up.
I do too.
Shot blocked by DeVore, and it'll be Muskie ball. You're seeing that length as Muscatine tries to penetrate, getting deflections and block shots in the passing lanes. Sophia Thomas, she tries to drive. Now Connor will drive, has it dug out, loose ball, and the Sabres will get the steal.
You know, that's something that the Muskies really need to eliminate there is off their dribble drive, getting picked from the side.
Walker for three, no good.
Muskie ball.
It'll be Muskie ball as Bodie with the box out deflected it, but Walker deflected it sit last. And now Coach Schiltz calling for some pressure. Timeout. No one was back to handle the ball, so a little timeout to cover the.
Yeah, there's a little confusion on that on who's going to bring it up.
Yep. And you can see the pressure starting to come from Coach Schiltz, so a little timeout to save another turnover. When you're playing a team with as efficient an offense and as good as Central DeWitt is, you really have to make sure you're crisp, and that's a good timeout there by.
Yeah, I agree.
Every possession is just is crucial.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think when you're playing a really good team like this, you got to get off to a good start.
You do.
You really do.
4-0 lead. We're at 5:40 to go here in the first quarter.
It's tough to get behind against a great team like this and just battle from behind all night.
1-2-2 pressure here as Connor just splits it.
Right there.
Connor with the shot fake and drive. Has that shot blocked by DeVore. But Sophia Thomas battles and gets the offensive board. Here's Haig for three. No good. Rebound Jones. There's a kick. So it'll be Muskie ball.
I like that shot there by Becca Haig, but I in that situation, I think that she's just got to square up just a little quicker, a little bit more in rhythm.
Thomas for three. And Sabres with the board. Here's Meadows. Beach drives baseline. Might have gotten away with a push-off.
I thought she maybe traveled too, shuffled her feet a little bit.
So now we have a foul, a shooting foul. First foul on Grace Bodie as DeVore will go to the free throw line for two shots. Muskie basketball brought to you by Muscatine Community Y and Arty's Ice Cream and Grill.
Looks like she's got a nice touch on that free throw, Coach Long.
Nice arch.
I'm Joel Krausar along with my partners Bob Long and Terry Youngbauer. It's a boy-girl doubleheader tonight on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. DeVore with her third block of the game.
You know, one thing Coach Youngbauer is going to find interesting about the DeVore young lady, back in the day, her mother
Loose ball, Bodie gets it.
was a tremendous player for Davenport West against Coach Tank and I.
That's awesome.
And that's going to be Walker's first foul.
She takes after mom a little bit.
Yes, she does.
We're all starting to see that next generation, and it's making me feel a little uncomfortable. My people I played against, their kids are now playing, so it's aging me.
It happens quickly,
I know.
Joel.
Unfortunately, my maturity level needs to catch up to my actual age. As now Carly Ricketts checks into the game for the Muskies.
Along with Ashley McGinnis?
McGinnis, Jones, Bodie,
Jansen.
and Jansen on the floor for the Muskies. Jones turns the corner, unable to finish, and Veach gets the board. Meadows drives.
Great job there by Grace Bodie shutting down that baseline drive.
Ricketts intercepts and looks to push.
Oh, call for the ball, Grace.
Jansen with the jumper. No good. Rebound by Veach. Good find and a good finish by Veach.
Nice little dive to the basket by Veach. Yeah.
And, you know, she's a left-handed player finishing with her right hand through contact.
Emma Grace Hartman with the assist there for the Sabres.
You know, sometimes when you have trouble scoring, that first basket just kind of opens things up a little bit for you. You get a little tight. I think the Muskies are a little tight right now.
3-point attempt. Here's Hartman. No good. Rebound by Meadow. And Meadows with the jumper.
Nice block out.
Long board able to be secured. Inside to DeVore. And she'll finish with an and one opportunity.
She's off to a pretty good start.
Yes,
both ends of the floor.
Just a multitude of weapons on this Central DeWitt team.
You know, she's asserting herself offensively, but defensively, she's changed the complexion.
Yeah, you know, you talked about her, like a person like Connors made it to the basket several times, but it's tough to finish over that girl.
Yeah, you're right.
Free throw miss, rebound by Ricketts. Deflected, stolen. This is Walters. Oh, good cut. And now Muscatine has the break.
A lot of contact on that layup.
And Veach on the long pass. We got a timeout, full timeout, so we're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be right back with more Muskie basketball on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop. Plus, our Red Line hotline. Plus, free online delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. Plus, exclusive offers every month. Right now, get 20% off floral, party trays, and DSW at Hy-Vee. Plus, a free bouquet. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus really does equal more. Sign up today.
And welcome back. It's first quarter action as the Muskies trail Central DeWitt 12-0. I'm Joel Krausar along with Bob Long and Terry Youngbauer. Boy-girl doubleheader tonight in this Mississippi Athletic Conference battle. The Sabres 11-4 in conference. The Muskies 4-11. As McGinnis has it stolen. This is Meadows. Misses. Another offensive rebound by Lauren Walker. Now Veach for three, and it's good.
Coach, would you agree with me on that press? You got to be careful trying to split two defenders with that dribble.
Yeah, with the dribble, yeah.
Yeah, that happened last time.
There we go. You got to look opposite with the pass. How about you, T.Y.? What do you think about that?
Absolutely. Always look middle and over the top opposite. I agree, Coach.
Ricketts shot blocked by, that's Hannah Paulskill, who's checked in for Central DeWitt. Meadows for three, and it's good. Now the shooter's starting to heat up. Another full timeout for Coach McBride, and we'll take that timeout with him again. We'll be back with more Muskie basketball.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
And welcome back to Muscatine High School. It's Discover Muscatine Sports Network. I'm Joel Krausar, along with Bob Long and Terry Youngbauer. It's the first game of this boy-girl doubleheader, and it's been all Central DeWitt to start. An 18-0 run to start the game. And another trap, and the Muskies are in trouble. As that's Avery Schroeder who's checked in for the Muskies. She throws it off the defender, protects the possession for Muscatine.
You know, we got to reverse the ball in that situation. Take a 10-second over going into the coffin corner.
Shot up, no good. Rebound Sabers. Natalie Butler turns it over. This is Carly Ricketts, a 3-on-1 break. Unable to finish. Paulskill gets the rebound. And now Reagan Hofer will reset the Saber offense. Paulskill over to Butler. And foul against the Muskies. Go ahead.
Kind of put two hands on her. They're going to call that every time on the drive.
That's an easy one.
On the floor for the Muskies, it's Avery Schroeder, Ella Schroeder, Avery Schroeder, Annie Zillig, Grace Bodie, Carly Ricketts, and McGinnis. Here's Walker for three. No good. Rebound. That's Avery Voss who got the offensive rebound. Now Butler for three. And Annie gets the board. 13 seconds to go in the first quarter.
You know, it's just been a perfect storm so far, you know, for against the Muskies here. Central DeWitt's came out, the big girls changed the complexion of the game. Both senior starter studs for DeWitt. Big three-pointers, drives to the bucket.
Shot at the buzzer, no good. It's movie theme night for the cake auction, and it's Nightmare on Cedar Street right now for the Muskies. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more first half basketball.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary Smooth Track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our Smooth Track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Welcome back to Muscatine High School. I'm Joel Krausar and the Discover Muscatine Sports Network cake auction night. And it is a tough start here for the Muskie girls. They trail one of the top teams in the state, Central DeWitt, 18-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Joel, I got to make a confession. As a coach, this has happened to me too before. We got shut out in the first quarter against a really good Davenport Assumption team when I was the varsity coach here. So I don't want the girls to feel they're alone in that. Hey, you just got to keep playing, keep your nose to the grindstone. And like I say, sometimes when these situations happen, you get so tight, you just need that first basket to fall, and then things sometimes things open up a little bit for you. You relax a little bit.
There's no 18-point shot, so you just go chip away at it.
And it's so cliche, you know, it's just one possession at a time. Get a stop, get a bucket, try to repeat it. There you go.
Turnover. We'll give the ball back to Central DeWitt.
The girls are doing some really nice things. They're just not able to complete the play, you know?
Right. And some of it, I think, has to do with the pressure of Central DeWitt's defense.
Yeah.
But the additional length. It is hard to play against additional length.
DeVore gets the lay-in. So right there, their top three scorers are 5'10", 5'11", and 6'4". So they just create some real mismatches.
and where she caught it, and she just put it back in from right there.
Yep.
And there was a beautiful pass.
Yes.
Right on the money.
Avery Schroeder. And the Muskies trying to. There's Carly Ricketts for 3. No good. Good look. Veach misses the lay-in on the really good pass there from Meadows.
I love that over-the-top pass on the break.
Yeah.
That pass stolen by Veach, or that play stolen by Veach. And now she'll feed Meadows, who will get the lay-in. To your point, Bob, it's the defense that we're seeing from Central DeWitt deserves a lot of credit tonight.
It does. It does.
As the pep band finds their way into the gym.
And Joel, I always found the 1-3-1 that they're in right now is a great defense when you have that length.
Yes.
That's what they've got.
Meadows with another steal and now a lay-in. Extends the lead to 24.
And you know, and I'm just going to give Central DeWitt a little bit more credit here. You know, as a community, they are a great basketball community in boys and girls basketball right now. And, you know, hopefully we get back to that in Muscatine. Time will tell.
Pass is deflected.
You know, Meadows on that little breakaway there, I think she just didn't get her steps right. She was a little off a little bit. Maybe take another dribble or jump stop.
Yeah.
She's on her way to Western Illinois. Muscatine starters check back into the game. It's Haig, Thomas, Connor, Jones, and Bodie. Jazzy Jones for 3, and there's the big bucket.
There you go.
Three-pointer from First National Bank of Muscatine.
You know, that's a nice shot there by Jazzy Jones. She caught the shot in rhythm. Nice release. Nice to see.
Listen, Reedy, just take the big deep breath and just go now. If you're the Muskies.
Hopefully that takes the lid off the basket there.
Three-pointer, Central DeWitt, no good. Rebounded by DeVore. And that's going to go off the Muskies. It'll stay with Central DeWitt.
And the pep band's here, Joel.
I see that. Maybe that's the ticket. Here's Meadows from 3. Excuse me, that's Walker from 3.
No,
it was
Meadows. And it was a deep 3. See, that's what makes her so tough. Not only can she hit the normal 3, but she hits the deep 3. You come out, you close out hard. She's already hit a runner on you. She can get to the rim.
And she has 3 steals tonight as well. Thomas for 3. There it is.
There we
First
go.
National Bank of Muscatine, three-pointer. Sophia Thomas.
You know, regardless of the score, I definitely think the Muskies are going to compete because that's just we do compete. There's no doubt about that, and I don't think there's any quit in them. So.
Bodie battles and gets the board. There's a foul. That's going to be.
You know, the other thing I want to say too is, you know, I'm impressed. Coach McBride is coaching every play. He doesn't take plays off, and I've watched him in other games, and he coaches no matter, regardless of the score. He's coaching the same way. He's really into the game, and
yes.
I like how he coaches.
Reagan Hofer gets the steal on the inbound. That shot blocked by Haig. It'll go out of bounds.
You know, the fans may have wanted a foul from Central DeWitt, but I think it was all ball. I think she had the hand on top of the ball there.
We had a really good vantage point.
And we're very seldom wrong.
Oh, my wife would disagree greatly with you
No, I'm
there.
talking about on the 15.
Oh, okay. As Hannah Paulskill steps back and hits the 3 for the Sabers. Haig. Excuse me, that's McGinnis. As now the Sabres will bring up the ball on the long rebound. Hofer. And that's going to be a turnover. Jansen for 3. No good. It's going to be off of the Muskies, and it'll go to Central DeWitt. Good look, though.
Sometimes those rebounds, when the ball doesn't hit the rim, are the hardest ones to get. And I think Jazzy, it went off her leg, and she just, you know, it's really tough for hands.
Yeah, even if your hands are ready, it's still
you just
so
can't.
quick.
It's hard to gauge where that's coming off. And
So it'll stay with Central DeWitt. You know it's a big night in the Muscatine gym. It's cake auction night, but you know it's an even bigger night when Hall of Famers like Steve Welk are in the house. Longtime Muskie supporter and official.
Or it's a big night like when Robin Long and Cheryl Wepking, they make it here.
There you go.
You know, that's pretty big time, too.
3:20 to go in the second quarter. 30-6 is the score. As Reagan Hofer, or excuse me, Avery Voss will go to the free throw line for the Sabres.
Coach has another 6-footer for Central DeWitt. Avery Voss at the line there. So, I mean, they've got some good size.
She makes the first.
Their team definitely passes the eye test when they come walking into the gym.
Maybe we need to do a water test to Central DeWitt because they've got a great player on the boys team who's 6'9", and a 6'6" player too.
Yeah. He's a nice post player.
Yeah, we're going to see some
T.Y. will definitely be talking about him tonight.
Something that the aforementioned Steve Welk knows a lot about too, as a post player himself and two of the better ones in his own family.
Yes.
Three-pointer, no good. Paulskill with the rebound. Sophia Thomas with the hustle play.
That was a great play there by Sophia. Almost got the steal.
Coach, we'll have to look next time. It looked like Central DeWitt changed their zone up a little bit there. Without
like
the big,
3-2
yeah,
maybe?
without the big girl in there, I think they've modified that or changed it to a 3-2. I think you're right.
Briley Seaman checks in for the Muskies. Butler for three, no good. Rebound by Hofer. That pass is deflected.
You know, even with this group of young ladies in for Central DeWitt, they still let them move the basketball.
As a coach, you got to love that.
Yes.
As Walker gets the ball over to Paulskill. And Seaman gets the rebound for the Muskies. Haig turns and faces and hits the jumper.
Nice play there by Becca Haig. Little reverse pivot Sigma move there. Stuck the jumper, 16-footer. That's a way to control the high post.
Good fronting of the post there by Haig. Minute 40 to go. Three-pointer by Thomas, no good. Rebound Hofer. She pushes up to Butler.
You know, the girls are really still playing hard, Coach.
Right.
You can see they're really extending their defense a little bit, getting after it.
Walker. Bodie gambled for the steal. Walker for three, and that's good.
There's that ball movement, Coach. Reversed it all the way around from one side to the other. Got a good open look.
And that's freshman Lauren Walker, who we talked briefly about.
Comes in averaging 9 points per game. Bodie for three. Voss with the rebound. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter as Bodie deflects it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's some good senior leadership there by Grace Bodie. You know, she'd love to probably have that jumper back that she just missed. She gets back on D, knocks away that outlet pass. Nice effort.
Voss skips it over to Hofer. Walker. Butler from three in the corner. Rebounded by Hofer, and she finishes with the left hand. Stick around for halftime, and we'll have our first round of live auction cakes, as it is cake auction night here at Muscatine High School. Ross back to Walker, 4 seconds. And that shot is not going to get off in time, and that'll be halftime as the Muskies trail 37-8. It's one half of basketball, and we'll be back after a short break with some cake auction action.
At First National Bank, we strive to provide the best customer service both in person and online. Our mobile wallet offers you great features within our mobile app: card controls, alerts, digital receipts. Mobile wallet is a free feature in our mobile app. Check it out today.
Getting meals to go from Hy-Vee is even easier with the new Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go website and curbside pickup. Just order online at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime. Feed your family for less and order Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go today.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory, or maybe you want to book more appointments.
This is the first cake. This is the first cake of the night. It's cake auction night as Jamie Schroeder and his crew bring it out. It's a night at the movies theme. Ooh, Finding Nemo cake. This is a little Dory action there on top.
What do you want to say? How about a 500 star bait? I have a $500 bid where? How about a $100 bid star to go? $100 buy, get it $100 where? Get it $100 buy, get it on the good cake. 100, here we are, $100 bid, get it on. Now don't fake me out there, young man. We'll get you a new seat. $100 where? Get it $100 where? $100 buy, get it $100 bid, get it $100. Help me out here. $100 where? Get it $100 down buy, get it $100. $100, I'm begging to go. $100 on the good cake. How about $100? I have 100 down powder. 125, get it 125, get it 125 here, get it 125, where, get it 125, 125 all in, all done, 100 and a quarter on the good cake. So, $100 going to the
Finding Nemo cake goes for $100. Individual makes the bid on it. So we're excited to bring you this cake auction action live here at halftime. This is the girls' basketball cake.
Strawberry.
They said it was red velvet cake, Bob? $200.
Looks like maybe some basketball fans. Or,
this is the girls. This is the girls' basketball cake. $400 the opening bid. Here's the bid right now. Bob, make sure I don't raise my hand on accident. $600 the second cake goes. We'll be trying to keep a little running total here. Again, night at the movies is the theme. CBI Bank and Trust, is that?
I think it was CBI.
Here's the Vision Center PC again. We couldn't do some of the things we do as a school without this Booster Club. Bob, you know that. You're in the building as a teacher and as a coach of activities and having kids who have gone through such an important part of our community is supporting our kids in their endeavors.
Yeah, and the Muskie Booster Club does a great job with that. The community comes out and supports. But I would say now more than ever, the Muskie Booster Club needs the support from the community, especially after last year.
Losing this opportunity last year. That's a Mike, Mike the Monster.
Wazowski.
Yeah, from Monsters, Inc.
Mike with one eye.
Yes. I love the puns of all of those cartoons and those movies. We're getting some momentum now.
Looks like we have the Hy-Vee management team down there in the corner, too.
Our halftime shows are brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. In between game and post game show is sponsored by Hy-Vee.
So that's back-to-back $600 kicks.
That's a quick little 1,200 for the Booster Club. An annual operating budget of a little bit over $100,000. That is what the Muscatine High School Booster Club looks to put in the coffers each year, and this is one of their largest fundraisers, if not the largest fundraiser.
So there will be an interesting cake come out tonight.
Okay. Got some insider information on it?
Well, I'm just trying to put a couple things together. I saw the picture of it on Facebook. It's the Table of Knowledge cake.
Oh.
And I do see the members of the Table of Knowledge sitting down there.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see what the Table of Knowledge cake does for us.
I will too.
One person that may be listening to this broadcast tonight, Mike McGrory, he thinks he's a member of the Table of Knowledge.
Tuning in all the way from Ottumwa, you think?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I know some good people from Ottumwa.
Yeah.
So.
Ottumwa's a great place.
The hometown of one Bob Long.
Absolutely.
Another $100 going to the Muscatine High School Booster Club. Bosch Pest Control making a contribution. One more cake for this halftime. This is the Palm Squad cake.
Good. Even comes with a free Muskie painted by the Muskie team. Baked by Hy-Vee, handled by Kylie Randall.
Enthusiastic cake stewardship there by the students. Some gasps come from the crowd. This is the pom-pom cake. Also have just a year removed from his playing days. I see Josh Diekman in the house.
Yeah, I was talking to his dad, Mike, pregame.
Current Wisconsin Platteville Pioneer baseball player.
I'm trying to talk Josh into going out for basketball. He told me he was really interested in wanting to go out. And my assistant high school basketball coach is a coach on the Pioneer staff.
Really?
So I contacted him and he said, hey, have him stop in to see Coach Gard. It's Greg Gard's brother,
the head coach
who coaches Platteville. And so Josh is, going to try to contact him in the spring and see what he can do to get involved in workouts, off-season workouts and whatnot.
Well, there's not very many 6'7" skilled guys.
And we just hit $1,000 on this cake.
Did I see Bobby's hand up?
No.
It was yours.
Okay. I'm nervous, Bobby, because I don't have the checkbook with me tonight. I can't pay for it. Can I borrow some money?
You're good for it.
I think they take Venmo.
They
now.
will take. Oh, I don't even know. Joel, I can't spell it. I can't even spell Venmo.
Oh, they donated it back.
So they've made their donation. Now they're going to send this thing back around again. So we're going to get 2 for the price of 1 for this cake. Always exciting when that goes down.
That's pretty neat.
See, these are the things as coaches, you guys didn't get to sit and see all the pageantry. You had to be doing your jobs in the locker room.
I was too nervous even to watch usually the first game or whatever. If we had played second, I just couldn't, I watch a little bit, but I couldn't stand the nerves.
I'll say this, Coach, being around you as a player and as a student, we never knew you were nervous. We thought you just were high energy.
Thanks,
you did a good job of hiding it then.
I appreciate that. Coach Long's a cool customer.
Your tie was always on nice and straight. Coat wasn't always on nice.
After a couple minutes, that changed, though, Bobby.
We could have done like a pool for the Booster Club of what quarter does Coach T.Y. lose the jacket? The over-under.
I should have never even wore it. Should have never wore it, Bobby.
It's so dapper.
We're at $400 again. This cake has already gone for $1,000. It's been sent back around, so this is just bonus.
I love the job Jamie Schroeder does as the auctioneer. And some young lady walked behind us here just a minute ago, and she goes, "Why is he talking so fast?" To some of the kids, and they said, "This is an auction."
That's right. Mad Max just walked by, Coach.
Yes, I saw him.
Coach Holler has joined the crowd and the Holler family.
Such an asset to have a professional auctioneer who's also a teacher in our district, who's volunteers their services to help with this program.
I was talking to Jamie before the games here, and I told him, I said, 2 years ago, Jamie, you were down on your knees, almost like you were playing a guitar, bringing a cake in. I go, will you do it again? He claims he's not quite that flexible after 2-year hiatus.
And multiple duties. I mean, he's a dad too. Avery and Ella on the basketball team.
He's got the little fellas too, right?
Preston and Carson played in some of our futures games too. So.
Oh, by the way, you guys did a great job calling it. I was listening to that on Tuesday night. You had to have the fellas' names down. Those fellas were taking the ball to the rack.
They were
passing the ball.
They were impressive, really.
They were.
So, Coach, we've got 4 good classes. I mean, we've got a great freshman class we had last year. Our 8th grade teams, which we haven't talked about it all tonight yet.
7th graders,
very impressive. 7th grade, and then that 6th grade. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So the coaches, the coaches, hopefully they know they got some really good young players coming up through the ranks.
And what's interesting about that is, you have to have a feeder program anymore to be competitive, and it doesn't matter what class of basketball you're playing in. Basketball is just different. You have to play, and you just can't play from November through February. And I'm not saying specialize.
No.
But I'm saying you have to have a ball in your hand, and you have to be able to play the game.
I mean, and it doesn't have to be, the Pistol Pete where he's driving his car down the road dribbling either. It could just be going out to your garage and doing some of that on these cold days. But if you can't get into a gym where you can get a couple shots up.
Yeah.
But with our great facilities here with the Muscatine Y, our high school, our other schools, lots of opportunities for these teams to get better.
And I'm going to date myself here, but when I moved to Muscatine in the fall of 1994, when I left the high school, I wasn't coaching at that time, during that first fall. I would go work out at the Muscatine Community Y.
Yeah.
And I would see Josh Miller. I would see Brandon Welsh. I would see Chad Well. All those guys were playing pickup basketball every night at the Y.
Well, it was
non-football players. Yeah, absolutely.
It was both the girls' programs.
And so, and they were just all one-sport athletes. But not only did they play them all, they played them all the time.
You just named some great Muskies there, Bobby, and I love coaching those guys.
Yeah.
Joel, to your point, one thing I liked as a kid growing up, basketball, you could play it by yourself and get better. You don't need anybody else. You know, all you need is a ball and a hoop, or even if you don't have a hoop, you know, you can still work on your game.
Right.
But, you know, you can go out and shoot and rebound yourself. I mean, it is great when you get a few kids together and you can play. But, you know, basketball, to get back, you can do it all by yourself.
You know, and then also, when you are in a one high school town, I'm just going to use my own daughter, Zoe, and her classmates as examples. We stacked some classes together that were fairly competitive. You know, granted they're gone now, but when they were young, they saw Letty Lerma, they saw Annabelle, they saw Emily Clemens. Now, when these guys that we're coaching right now in 8th grade basketball or 9th grade, or 10th grade, you know, they saw Joe. Yeah. You know, and so that also helps youth programs in a one high school town.
No question, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Brian Westlake's daughter come through with City High. We had a broadcast. You know, those are just some people that we've seen. You know, I was born in this town in 1981, so I think of the Brett Olsons, the Steve Wieskamps, the Brian Westlakes, and we're not pontificating like, well, those are days of yore. It's just with these feeder programs, these are so important to help give the next generation of that, and that next generation might be Darnell Thompson. It's going to be someone like the church kid who's a freshman.
Right.
And I'm not putting expectations, but that's just the next wave.
But
and you guys are seeing it coaching the 8th
That's
grade.
historically how it happens if you want to continually be competitive.
And right now, Central DeWitt, you mentioned the community, they are experiencing a boon of benefactor from that type of a program with Taylor Veach and these girls with the Meadows, and then Walker the freshman. We're seeing that next wave of that for them too.
And then the same thing can be said in other sports in Muscatine. You know, Riley Moss, playing softball at the University of Iowa. You know, Muscatine has always been a big high school softball town, and girls soccer right now is booming. You know, and so there are kids that watch these kids play, and so that has to be also done in basketball.
Yeah, and we're seeing it with this Muskie basketball team. Look at the roster: Meredith Connor, Wardburg, soccer. Becca Haig, standout softball player. Riley Seaman, a standout softball player. Grace Bodie. You know, these people, they play other sports. Like you mentioned, that soccer team, they're going to challenge Iowa State soccer. I mean, we're seeing all our programs benefit from just having a competitive community. And I urge parents who are listening, teach your kids how to compete. Don't teach them how to just play a sport. Teach them how to compete.
It'll help you in life.
Yeah.
It really will. Really will.
As we prepare to start the second half, it's a 37-8 lead as Central DeWitt will start with the ball. Both teams starting their starting lineups that began the game.
Muscatine's now in a man-to-man.
The one nice thing about the cake auction too is you get an extended halftime to maybe work up some adjustments as Jazzy Jones gets the rebound.
You know, here's another thing that's really interesting. So I've watched 3 levels of Central DeWitt basketball, and it gets a man-to-man. They'll start out in a 4-high, pass to a wing, run a screen and roll, and then run a girl off a double on the backside. It's nice to see that type of continuity in an offense.
Taylor Veach misses the 3, but Hartman gets the rebound. And then good post defense there by Sophia Thomas. Jazzy Jones for 3, no good. Rebound Meadow.
Got to sprint back on D, ladies.
They're going to call the block on Grace Bodie, and Meadows will go to the free throw line for 2.
Speaking of Muscatine legends, Josh Miller's down there in the corner.
I see him.
Wow, that's awesome. One of the all-time greats of Muscatine, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Number 2 all-time scorer in school history. His daughter plays basketball for the Muskie girls program.
Tenley's a sophomore.
During the boys' game, I'll give my Muskie Josh Miller cake auction night story, too. He was fantastic.
Yes.
A lot of cake auction nights, but may have been your first year.
Yeah, it's a senior year.
Okay, well, we're going to talk. I'll save that, but we're going to talk about that.
You mentioned the 1-3-1 defense. All I can hear is baseline runner and watching 23 go
there
side
you go.
to side.
Joel, you got a great memory. We did run that a little bit for Josh.
I'm sorry, Tenley's a freshman.
Okay. Connor for 3. Big bucket there for Meredith Connor.
Nice to see that. Way to compete, Meredith Connor.
First National Bank of Muscatine 3-pointer.
Little dribble penetration, I think, by Grace Bodie, and a little kick out. Nice basketball.
There's that screen roll, Coach.
Yeah.
DeVore Gets to the free throw line again. That's her third trip to the free throw line.
You know, they were a little more successful that time because the big girl got to the hoop that time. Before, we kind of cut her off about 10 feet from the hoop.
You know, so that's kind of a tough situation because if you go over, that girl's going to curl. If you go under that roll, and if you don't hold that roll still, that's a tough little play.
DeVore makes the first free throw.
And you got great scores coming off that, you know, with the basketball. So, I mean, it's tough. It's really tough.
Well, and two, the unselfishness of the Central DeWitt team. They look for the best opportunity possible. You don't see a lot of hunting of shots.
Yeah, they share the ball nicely, that's for sure.
Bodie in the corner. Good look by Haig on the cut. Good rotation.
I was happy to see Haig there. Haig squared all the way up to the hoop. Sometimes once we get the ball to the high post, we keep our back to the basket. I want to see the whole court in that situation.
Jazzy Jones did a great job of finishing that bucket for the Muskies. And Walker gets to the rim. Skip pass to Thomas. Rebound DeVore. Good look again, though, for the Muskies. Great control by Connor there.
That was great defense right there by Grace Bodie, forcing a tough contested shot in transition.
And then she goes
and she
to
gets
the rim.
a bucket. How about that?
Offense
Look at
to
that.
defense. 15 points now for the Muskies.
Nice start for Muscatine in the second half. It really is. That's great to see.
We could have easily just threw our chips in.
There's that double stagger, Bobby, on the backside.
Yep. Did you see how Beck at that time, though, they've got her totally off the screen down in that low block there.
Veach.
Might be a good way to handle it.
Got to the rim, finished. She's got 9 now. Shot blocked by DeVore. I've got her for 6 blocks already.
I think the record in the field house is 10 in a girls' basketball game.
You know, it's not only the blocks, but the way she changes shots.
Yep.
It just makes things difficult for everybody.
Under control, good defensive awareness.
I don't know if she's fouled tonight.
Yeah, no, she does not have a foul.
Becca's got to just be a little stronger, a little quicker square up.
Walters avoids the contact, gets the bucket.
The freshman does not play like a freshman, that's
No.
for sure. Very impressive.
They go back to this 1-3-1.
Patience, ladies.
Haig for 3. It's going to be out of bounds on Hofer, and the Muskies will get the ball back.
You know, there's been a little bit of odd contact this half so far. You probably know this gentleman, Frosty Edkin.
I know.
In situations of hard contact like that, you might hear him yell, 1st and 10.
We had a little bit of a hockey line change as 3 new Muskies come in.
1st and 10.
No foul called.
No foul, 1st and 10. Grace Bodie went hard to
There
the
sure
deck.
was a lot of contact, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
Bodie, Ricketts, McGinnis, Jansen, and Jones on the floor for the Muskies.
Speaking of Muskie greats, Jenny Knoll to our right here.
Oh, working for the Booster Club a little bit here, Jenny Knoll.
Great to see you, Jenny.
Jenny Knoll Furness in the house.
Tremendous player coach for you guys.
And Iowa Hawkeye.
Yes.
As bucket made, as Hofer gets her 4th point.
I'd like to see Muscatine make a nice, a sustainable run here.
So that's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Muskies as Meadows tied up the shot. Well, we were talking about DeVore earlier, and that was immediately the first person I thought of was actually Jenny Knoll Furness, because that was the first tall girls basketball player I really recall on one of those great Muskie teams. We're watching on Iowa Public Television in the state tournament.
You know,
as McGinnis misses the 3. Voss now on the low block. Dugout. As this is McGinnis. Finds Bodie. Meadows has active hands on defense.
Yeah, she does.
She's got 3 steals already.
If she was a baseball player, she would be a 5-tool player.
Oh yeah. Steal to the bucket. .240 to go here in the third quarter. Just continue to be impressed by this Central DeWitt team. Bodie, three-pointer. She got every part of the rim and got it to go down. A First National Bank of Muscatine three-pointer.
Yeah, Coach, I was really impressed when we saw Central DeWitt before Christmas. I think I'm even more impressed tonight.
Right, they're playing much more as a cohesive unit. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would. They're in kind of mid-season stride, aren't they?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how well they can do in the tournament.
Three-pointer. That's Walters for 3.
You know, and to your point earlier, I'm curious. They're 4 losses. Boy, I'd like to see who beat them.
I'm sure they've lost to PV twice, and PV's a very good basketball team.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can look that up at our next break.
Okay.
You know, they struggled.
You have
3 quarters on Tuesday night against Assumption, a team that Muscatine played decent also the other night. You know,
it's just strange how sometimes you match up with certain teams and other teams you don't.
Nice to see Grace Bodie looking for her shot there. Jazzy, nice job, Jazzy.
Great find there by McGinnis.
Yeah, that's one skill set that Ashlyn McGinnis has always possessed, is the ability to see the basketball court.
Walters for 3 again in the corner.
Looked like a replay.
She just has gotten hot. She's got 13 points.
She's tough. Walker is tough.
Jones on the dive cut. Good find again by McGinnis. But it starts with the penetration.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Jazzy's diving to the basket, though.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Three seconds. There's the 3-second call.
You got the call, Joe.
The Albright special. 3 seconds in the lane.
But here's my question. Does it start over on the missed shot?
Yes.
I
if
think
it hits
it
the
does.
rim, it should have. Yes.
It should start over on the missed shot.
Yes, it did. But she still was in there quite a while. She didn't do much with the ball. She just kind of held it for a little bit there.
Three-pointer.
There you go, Maya. Oh, I thought Maya had that one.
But Coach Long, you are correct. It does. It does.
And I don't know if a lot of officials call that. Oh, sorry.
You don't see many 3-second calls. I tried to stay out of there, Coach Long.
About the officials?
No, out of the lane myself when I was playing. Okay. I didn't want to get my shot blocked.
The Sabres have lost to Pleasant Valley twice, North Scott, and Assumption.
Okay, that's something we can definitely talk about right there.
Oh, three-pointer almost made there at the buzzer by Meadows as we go to the fourth quarter. We're going to take one quick break. We'll be back with more Muskie basketball.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest 1/8 of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop. Plus, our Red Line hotline. Plus, free online delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. Plus, exclusive offers every month. Right now, get 20% off floral, party trays, and DSW at Hy-Vee. Plus, a free bouquet. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus really does equal more. Sign up.
And welcome back to Muscatine High School. I'm Joel Krausauer on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network, along with my partners Bob Long and Terry Youngbauer. It's cake auction night, boy-girl doubleheader, and it is the Central DeWitt Sabers leading Muscatine 55-22. And there's going to be some fireworks in that state tournament here with Central DeWitt and Assumption going into that Class 4A state tournament.
Well, actually, Joel, Assumption's going to drop to 3A.
Oh, okay.
And what'll happen with Central DeWitt is they and North Scott drop to 4A.
Oh, that's right. I forgot North Scott technically is a 4A school.
And so over the last couple of years,
that's been a real battle between those two programs.
Yeah, so Central DeWitt used to be in the Walmart Conference, okay? And so usually the team that is ranked lowest between them and North Scott has to go play against the Walmart teams, and then the higher rated team plays the Southeast 7, like Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, Washington.
Yeah.
And so that's really probably, right now, because I'm pretty sure if PV wins tonight, they have secured outright MAC championship. So right now, these guys are looking to the state tournament right now and where their seeding's going to be.
And they're helping their case tonight, that's for certain.
And my guess is in the MAC, they're probably right around tied, most likely, with North Scott, So
the ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to Muscatine.
Coach Salon, correct me if I'm wrong, the North Scott boys do not drop down, though, for tournament, do they, though?
No, they do not, because there's only 4. Well, is there 5 classes now, boys?
No, there's only 4, but I mean, they don't drop
football.
Yeah. So, no, they do not.
They stay, correct.
There's so much fluctuation with the classes, and they're trying to find ways to maybe retool, and I don't envy those decision makers at Boone who have to evaluate that, and for the Iowa Girls Athletic Union.
And also, I know Clinton is not for girls basketball in the same category as DeWitt and North Scott, but they also dropped down to 4A.
Joel, looks like we got a lot of new people into the game for both teams.
Yep. Muskies have Connor Ricketts, Ella Schroeder into the game, along with Maya Jansen and Ashley McGinnis. And the second line here for the Sabres. This is Hofer with the ball. Voss now extended. Now Coach Schultz going to call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here.
Also, Joel and I have talked about this during several varsity girls games. It is just interesting to us. And once again tonight, I believe that there might be 13 girls on the bench, and I think 11 or 12 of them have already played.
Yes.
Yeah. Coach McBride, not only, TY, I think you hit it on the head, he coaches from tip-up to the final play of the game, but he finds a way to keep his kids engaged and getting them in the basketball game in productive minutes.
And it shows you he trusts his team.
Yes, he does.
Top to bottom.
Yeah, I've been impressed with the job he's doing. And I just like his energy.
7th grade junior high basketball coach Clay Dillon in the house.
Coach Dillon.
Right in front of you.
There he is. He's got his son. He's there with Coach Nate Randleman.
Actually, anniversary of that 2003 state tournament team was honored on this date a few years ago. Coach Randleman on that team.
Okay. He could shoot it, the lefty.
We've had some good lefties come through on both boys and girls programs. I was telling my children of Adam Means the other night because they met Adam. I worked with Adam for a while, and my son could not believe that Adam was a prolific dunker at 5'7".
Pound for pound or whatever, inch for inch, he's got to be one of the toughest muskies that have ever come through this gym.
Lefty.
Yeah. Coach Spencer Lloyd loved left-handed players. Loved them.
Was that state tournament team 2003, TY?
Yes.
Yeah? Because that was also the same year Coach Tank and we were state runner-up.
Yep.
Girls.
Yes. It was a good year for us all, Bobby.
Yes, it was.
As a good run there by the Muskies. The Schroeder will get the and one. Is that Val Vargas on that team?
Val Vargas, Larry Dew, they were the leaders on that team.
Yep.
Stephanie Aguero was a junior. Natasha Wyatt.
Watched that state championship game in the student lounge at the Morningside College Dimmitt Hall as a sophomore in college.
Gretchen and Erica Speed rounded
out. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Amanda Barkma was a junior.
We kind of think back of a lot of those historical teams on these cake auction nights as they're such important parts of our whole community. As three-pointer by Ricketts is no good, and that will go out of bounds.
Was that Ella Schroeder on that basket before? That was a nice. That was a really nice play. There's that screen and roll, Coach.
Ballskill gets to the rim and gets the finish.
How about the finish?
It was tremendous.
That was a nice
with contact.
Nice athletic
Sophomore Ashlyn Beckman with the assist. Jansen for three. Beckman gets the board, looks to push. This is Butler now.
We got a mismatch, Coach Long.
Good feed by Butler to DeVore. DeVore gets the offensive rebound and the putback.
She's padding her rebound stats, Joel.
Well, and she's earned everything she's had. She's been such a force. DeVore now with 12 points, 6 block shots. I don't know how many rebounds she has.
Coach, yeah, you could see on that, Coach, the way the play was even developing. We were in trouble there. We had two really small girls. I think they switched the screen and roll, and you could just see that we were not going to be able to stop that.
Yeah, I mean, it was Katie bar the door, and Katie was not home.
Well, and let's talk about the feed from Butler too, from the wing. What a beautiful pass, right over the shoulder, right to the outstretched hand. Didn't have to adjust, was able to catch it in stride. It's now Schroeder. It's Avery Schroeder now into the game for the Muskies. Annie Zillig unable to get the rebound.
I guess one great thing, guys, those seniors that just exited the game, it's probably the last time we're going to see them in the Muskie Fieldhouse.
Well, they may have one more game.
Well,
are you talking about the Central DeWitt?
Yes, Central DeWitt is what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're not going to have to face those girls, is what I'm saying, Coach.
Correct.
And that's a great thing when you have to go against the talent like that. Boy, it's nice to see those kids move on. You like to watch them at the next level, but you don't want to have to game plan for them.
You know what's kind of just real quick interesting story here. When the seniors on Muscatine, when they were in 5th grade, I know I'm dating myself here, but they played in Muscatine youth girls basketball. And I still remember to this day, they were in 4th grade because Zoe was in 5th. I took a bunch of teams from Muscatine up to DeWitt for our first tournament of the year at DeWitt. And those 4th graders that are currently seniors, their first tournament game was against the DeWitt team.
Wow.
That's pretty ironic.
It is.
Isn't it?
Yes.
It's amazing how sports works out that way. Briley Siemens checked in for the Muskies along with Isabel Lerma and Caitlin Holmes in for the Muskies. Both Holmes and Seaman got some good shots up there on the last offensive possession for the Muskies. Seaman gets the rebound. This is Avery Schroeder.
Nice pass there by Avery Schroeder. I really like Avery's game. I think Avery has a big upside.
Just a sophomore. Travel called.
Nice job on the defensive end by Avery as well.
But that's another thing. Muscatine right now, we have several sophomores that I think that have upsides, but it's going to come down to what they're going to do during non-basketball season.
Good up and under by one of those sophomores right there, Zillig.
Yeah. Isabel Lerma's in. She's another one. Briley Seaman, another one. Interesting comment.
Big three-pointer there. That's number 32, Paige Owens.
I was in a conversation the other day with Coach McBride, and we were just talking about how we have so many multi-sport athletes, and and he loves it that they compete in other sports. But he goes, hopefully someday a kid is going to miss another sport for a basketball activity.
Sure. I empathize with that.
And it's just something you got to build.
And there's just so many opportunities for these kids in multiple sports all the time. And I feel for the kids in some respect because we didn't have to make those choices back in the day.
Yeah.
They have to make a lot of tough choices sometimes. They don't want to upset any coach, really, but that's just the way the world is today.
Yeah, and in 5A girls sports in Iowa, to be ultra competitive, you have to play.
Right. Kate Kuhl at the line here for the Sabres. Misses the free throw. Avery Schroeder gets the rebound, pushes it up the floor to Lerma. Lerma with a good shot fake. And there's one of those sophomores you were talking about, Bob.
Great footwork, Coach, on that. Great job.
I also talked to Chuck Van Heck about this. You know, coaches love multi-sport athletes as long as that other sport doesn't involve a ball, because they want them to be athletic. But once you have to put another ball involved, that's a lot of skill.
Yeah,
and that's a lot of time.
Yes, it is. As Central DeWitt.
That's an interesting point.
Isn't it? I mean, when you think about it, you know, once another ball gets involved.
Central DeWitt defeats the Muskies 62-29 in the first part of this boy-girl doubleheader. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more cake auction on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
And we are back at the cake auction. There's the Honorable Jamie Schroeder auctions off more cakes.
And he does a great job.
Yeah, I couldn't. This one was donated by one of the elementary school's PTOs, I believe. Yeah, that's a senior Doug Custis.
Okay.
Selling the cake.
I'm liking Doug's outfit, Joel.
Future Loras College golfer, right there. Doug Custis.
Good for Doug.
I think he's doing a great job selling this cake.
He is. He's a golfer. He's one of the pitchers and first baseman on the baseball team as well. So another one of those multiple sport athletes that we were talking about. We're at $400 bid here.
The crowd is definitely starting to fill in a little bit.
Yes.
But hey, if you're still coming, there's still plenty of room, Muskie fans.
Yeah. We'll make room for you too if we fill up too much. We got some seats behind us.
Boys balcony has lots of seats available.
$425 that cake goes.
I think it went to Terry Young. No? Okay.
My hands are in my pockets, Bobby, for a reason. I'm kind of making sure I don't raise it. I'll tell you, Sam Paul's out there, Ashley Wiebe, and
Casey Adkin.
But I want to give Sam Paul and Ashley Wiebe and the Ag program a little kudos. Those guys do a great job with that Ag program. They're tremendous for the kids.
Involved.
So many kids involved, and I've seen so many kids who just flourish in that program.
Mm-hmm.
Kids that I've had in school that I didn't know they could talk. And then I'll go to the Egg Banquet, and these kids are giving speeches.
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
Yeah.
But those guys do a great job. And I'm only mentioning those two, but all the entire Ag program and all the staff. Dave Tomatich.
Yeah.
Who else am I missing, Coach Long?
Well, Dave Tomatich, Sam Paul,
Josh Day. Josh Day, all those guys. Allie, my youngest, she loved the Ag program.
Yeah.
And those people were so good to her.
And, Joel's talked about the Booster Club and how important it is, and people focus a lot on athletics, of course, but, kids need to be involved. And Joel, you're a perfect example of this. I mean, you're an athlete.
I was a
you're
four-sport
a performer.
athlete. I was in show choir.
You're a
I was in
performer.
all the choir ensembles.
But our Ag department gets many kids involved in activities that may not necessarily be,
Well,
So,
and
it
it's
just creates connections.
Yep, so multifaceted too.
There's way too much knowledge in this group. That's all I know.
Whoa, Scott Angsted's in the house. Scott, how are you?
We need a fourth
Good to see
headset,
you,
Joel.
Scott.
You're on the air, Scott. Just FYI.
Bobby, is this fun or what? This has been a great night. I was so excited. You know, as a coach, you point to certain games and you circle them on your calendar and stuff, and you circle them on the schedule. Bobby and I have been circling this one for a long time as our color commentator broadcasters, you know, and we were excited about this when you kind of asked us to do this, Joel, and said we could do the three-person crew here, and it's been really fun so far, guys. Hopefully the second game will be just as fun. And
yeah, I just hope people are listening.
Muscatine Power and Water bought that cake. They're big sponsors of the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. If you're watching and you have Muscatine Power and Water cable, you may not know this, but all of our games broadcast live on MP&W Channel 3. That is Pearl City TV. So you can
That's
get
how
that on
I watched you guys on Tuesday night, Channel 3.
Coach Connie Wilkie's probably listening and watching.
You know,
He always does.
Yes,
he always does, and he texts and has good comments, and I know he listens to you with your games. And
there's one of those names that maybe a lot of folks in Muscatine who didn't play may not understand. Longtime head sophomore coach at Muscatine High School, longtime business teacher in our schools, and now at his post-retirement, he works as the business manager at St. Mary and Matthias Catholic School, where my children go. My wife teaches there. Just an asset to our community, one of those quiet assets to the community, and I'm excited. He's finally getting to fully retire at the end of the year, and I can't wait.
I think he's retiring in March, actually.
And you know, and besides that, and here's another thing. You know, Connie always gave the kids coaching sophomore basketball, freshman basketball, whatever TY needed him to coach or Jim needed him to coach. But also, you know, he ran Future Business Leaders of America or whatever, FBLA.
One of those programs that benefits from this Booster Club program tonight.
And he gave numerous hours, not only to kids in Muscatine, but to kids throughout Iowa and throughout the Midwest.
He was always vital. We always had our coaches, as you guys did, on the whatever level you coached at, you were on the varsity bench.
Right.
And Connie was always a tremendous asset during varsity games. But, you know, in those days, we only had one sophomore coach.
Right.
And I remember he was by himself. And as a coach, that's kind of lonely. You don't have anybody to bounce things off of.
Connie, he won't do it by himself, though.
But I remember he had kids like way back, Peter DeCook, I remember, and he talked about kids like him saying, hey, they were like an assistant coach.
Yeah.
And there were sometimes kids who didn't play a lot of minutes, but they were very valuable because coach could talk to them during the games, and they had a good knowledge of the game, and he enjoyed that so much.
Well, and we see coaches, that's another way that coaches make impact is Scott Mock walks right behind us here, and his wrestling program has a big day tomorrow as they go to compete in regionals. But you talk about engaging the bench all the way to the bottom. I'll tell a story of Hank Murray my freshman year. I didn't make the freshman basketball team. I got cut. Hank asked me to be a manager, and by the end of the season, I was not sitting at the end of the bench. I was sitting next to Coach Murray, and I was keeping some numbers, and he was starting to actually ask me more analytical questions, and I was giving him the data and information. And I will say that was kind of the start of my coaching career, was that fostering of that statistical data from Coach Murray as a freshman in high school.
That's awesome. And I know you've talked very highly of Coach Murray and your relationship with him. And earlier, you know, we had him on the phone and we talked to him, and I know he appreciated talking to you. And
yeah, I mean, I have been blessed to coach NAIA football and high school football throughout. But it's just, you never know when that kid is going to be impacted. And that's why you mentioned to your point, Bob, these clubs, these 100 extracurricular clubs and activities that our school sponsors, they're so important to not just the student, but to the student as a person and how they develop future interests.
No question about it. Joel, I don't know if maybe this is a good opportunity here. Joel, I'm gonna test you a little trivia here.
Okay.
Your former PE teacher at what is now St. Mary and Matthias was Hayes.
Yes.
Told me to tell you hello, and he said, I don't even know if he'll remember who his PE teacher was when he was a young kid.
It was Joel Witchers.
Okay.
Joel Witchers.
I told him that you would remember, and he said, I don't know, that's a long time ago.
So Laura Anderson was my first PE teacher, Judd Anderson's wife. Okay. Then I went to Joel Witchers, and then Joel Witchers was my 7th grade football coach as well.
Because this was after the game on Tuesday. I went down to the locker room and talked to him after, and we got to talking about how I was working over at St. Mary Matthias and PE, and And then Joel said, I wonder if Joel Crush, I wonder if he remembers who his PE teacher is. And I said, who was it? And he goes, me.
There was no greater day than when the scooters or the parachute came out at elementary school PE.
Well, thanks for telling me that, because I haven't broke the scooters out yet, but I better get those on the agenda, Bobby. Get them on my lesson.
Just don't pinch Nate LeCarron's fingers underneath the wheels of the scooter, please.
I'll take care of Nate for you, Bobby. That's one of Bobby's star players.
Right, 8th graders. Yeah, absolutely.
But you can play popcorn with the parachute as much as you want.
We have some more cakes going for big money here. Table of Knowledge just bought a cake.
Wow.
We missed it. That's what I wanted to know.
I didn't hear what
you didn't hear what it went for, though, Joel?
Yeah, we'll get that information.
Okay. Talking about Coach Witchers, I've had a lot of kids tell me, he's coached at all levels. Used to coach junior high for many, many years.
He's still on the bench.
He's still on the varsity bench. Basically he's a head coach. He's been around for so long. But I've had so many kids tell me how much they've enjoyed playing for him back in junior high and at all levels. He's a tremendous coach.
Right.
Not just a tremendous PE teacher that you had, but and a great basketball player. I used to play in all these rec leagues with Joel, and boy, he was a great player.
Legend at Iowa Wesleyan, right?
Yes, tremendous player at Iowa Wesleyan too. Yes. But great guy, and I know that he's a big asset for Coach Torelli, who's in his first year. And just the thing too, Joel's been around Muscatine forever, and he knows the ins and outs of everything, and that's really valuable to a coach.
There's something to be said for having that person who's just been through situations before as a young coach. I remember my first coaching job, 19 years old. I was the head freshman baseball coach at Muscatine. And Coach Josh Miller was the sophomore coach. And I was struggling. And just having Josh come to one of my practices, and he's like, hey, you don't have to fix this overnight. He's like, get these two pitchers going. Let's figure out a way. And just having somebody who's been there a little bit longer to give you that steadying hand. And Matt Rivera was a great resource as our head coach. But sometimes you get caught. It's like you just get dizzy by what's going on around you. And to have that steady hand, and also great person to learn from if you're a young coach like Brandon Van Zandt, the head sophomore coach, and Coach Torelli.
Yes,
and Coach Torelli's played for some great coaches at Augustana, and he worked for for the previous two coaches here in Muscatine. But
good point, Joel.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah,
and he's taken a little bit from all those guys.
Yes, and we all have, Bob. And I'll be Bob,
coaches are the greatest thieves in the world.
Yes, Bob coaches the other 8th grade team. I coach one team, he coaches the other. But Bob, and over the years, I've enjoyed coaching. We've never coached the same team together. I don't think. I wish it'd be fun to do that.
Yeah.
But we've been at practice a lot together. We talk a lot before and after practice on the bus. I've learned a ton from Coach Long, and I have so much respect for you, Coach, as a basketball coach and as a person. But you have a tremendous basketball mind, and I really admire the job you do. And like I say, I've learned a ton from you, and I've stolen from every coach. Right. I don't even look at it as stealing. Learning.
Yeah, taking. Yeah, using.
Just also an update here. Former Muskie and great track and field athlete. We mentioned his dad a little bit earlier on the broadcast, Brett Olson of Muscatine Community Y. Tyler Olson ran a personal record. It's 1 minute or 1 hour, 1:16:70 in the Iowa indoor track meet today. Fourth all-time in program history.
In the 600?
Yeah, in the 600.
That's great. Tyler Olson, he graduated the same year as Joe Wieskamp, of course, and Tyler's doing great things at the University of Iowa. My guess is if you talk to Chris Foxon, it's probably one of Chris Foxon's favorite track athletes of all time to ever come out of Muscatine High School. Track and cross country.
$2,000. We've got a bid on the floor right now.
There we go.
And away we go here. Some big dollar cakes going.
Now it's starting to get more in our range, Coach. I was waiting for this, Okay?
I notice your hands are coming out of your pockets now.
I'm starting to I'm loosening up.
Hy-Vee of Muscatine buys this cake for $2,000. Nice. Our friend Matt Schweitzer, big supporter, donating this one back too.
It's just been great how much this community supported the cake auction and just supported athletics and activities in general. It's just a tremendous community.
It's an anecdote, and my wife, who's not a Muscatine native, when we first came back, this event blew her away. And I've shared it with other friends in Western Iowa, and actually one of my college buddies is the activities director at Sioux City East High School. they do a cake auction now, and it's a big fundraiser for them as well.
You know, it'd be interesting. Was Muscatine one of the first in our conference to kind of start this? It seems like it was.
It's widely debated.
Okay.
My understanding is Assumption, North Scott, Burlington, and Muscatine, all four make a claim
that they had
the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
But I'll tell you what, I've been to several, and I was just at North Scott last Friday, and they did their cake auction, and they did a great job. It was a really nice event. But, they may do it as well as we do, but nobody does it better than Muscatine.
I will agree 100%. And it was always fun, too, back in the day, where Burlington would play here for our cake auction, and then a few weeks later, we would go to Burlington and play down there for their cake auction. So that just added to that rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
So this cake has gone for $2,000, and now it just went for $800, and I think they're sending it back around for a third time.
Bobby, $2,000 for that cake. How much would that be per bite? What do you think? I mean,
I can't think of it that way.
We need a guy like Connie Wilkie to kind of. He's the business guy. He's the money guy.
Well, there's so many variables, though, Coach, because you got to think what's the size of the bite.
That's true. That's true.
Are we? Is it a?
That's true.
I'm really overanalyzing.
That's what I would be worried about at home. I'd be eating that cake and think, God, how much I spent on this cake.
Let's think of it more price per calorie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. What about price per calorie on that sucker?
Okay.
You know?
I see the great Chuck Van Heck straight across from us over there. He's always here.
Tom Hendricks.
Tommy.
Doc Prophet.
Yep.
Kyle Reifert.
Okay. Is that Denny Scher over there as well?
Yes, it is. Okay. I see his head over there. That's Denny Scher's head.
Coach Denny Scher.
And Bob Leach was over there.
Bob Willits is there.
Coach Bob
that
Leach.
That is the table of knowledge.
Bob Leach, okay.
Coach Bob Leach and Coach Dennis
Coach Leach over
was over there earlier. Both,
next Friday night.
Both newly inducted into the Muscatine Hall of Fame.
I was just going to say, I mean, there's two coaches. I don't know if anybody's had more success than those.
I have some fantastic Bob Leach stories. Having played for him, he's one of my favorite coaches. And being the third pitcher in the rotation, being the reliever. My favorite one, though, Coach Van Heck loves to tell this story. I proceed to walk the bases loaded. And Coach Leach comes out to have a conversation with me. And
I'm sure it was pleasant.
It was. And Coach Leach goes, he goes, Joel, do you like pitching? And I was like, yeah. He goes, think about throwing some strikes, so you're probably never going to do it again. And I struck the next guy out and got out of the inning. So it was he knew he could talk to me that way. It was just a fantastic moment. And great cake here. This is a Jaws cake.
Let's get in on this with T.Y.
There is Bruce the Shark
Bobby,
emerging from the...
What we need is the music, though, right now with this.
Here's a trivia question. What two instruments are the primary instruments of the Jaws theme? I won't make you name the key. I know the key.
I don't know.
It is the cello.
I was just going to say the cello.
And it's a brass instrument.
Really?
I don't know many other instruments, Bobby.
Trombone.
You're kidding.
Yeah. John Williams, Star Wars fame.
Yes.
Composer.
You know, to be honest, that was a great movie when those came out, the Jaws. Oh, my God.
Well, yeah.
Jaws
one of the
76?
right
around there?
My football, 77.
77?
My football color commentator partner, Mr. Ben Ditzel, he'll say it's the scariest movie he's ever seen. He's terrified of the movie Jaws.
I'm right up there with him. I have to agree with him.
Tell you what, the opening scene where it's just the girl in the water and they're pulling her back and forth with the cables, you don't even see the shark. 3,500?
3,500, Bobby. Now, I'll split it with you, Bob. Bobby, let's split this.
They're pointing to Marcus Holler's area.
Coach Holler? Coach Holler?
$3,000.
$3,000. See who that's going to. Muscatine Power and Water. Agri Solutions of Rock Island contributing.
Bobby, how many Jaws and Joel, how many Jaws movies were there?
6.
Are you kidding? 6?
I believe there were 6. There was Jaws 1, Jaws 2.
Okay.
Jaws 3, where they go to the SeaWorld type thing. No, there may have just been 4. Then Jaws Revenge, which is in the Caribbean.
Yeah. You know, it's always tough, though, when you have a great first movie.
But the first one was really that was Spielberg.
Yeah, and remakes sometimes just don't. They just can't match it.
Right. Well, what is Terry Youngbauer's favorite movie of all time? On this night of the movies.
Gosh, I'm a history guy. I mean, I love Saving Private Ryan, stuff like that. Schindler's List. Yeah. I'm big in those. But
those are both Spielberg classics.
Yes. Bobby, how about you? You got some favorites?
Well, I love the Star Wars movies. I really do.
They're great.
I mean, that's what I grew up with. But I'm a sucker for about any Harry Potter movie.
Yeah,
I really
those
am.
Are good.
I have never seen a single Harry Potter movie.
Well, you really need to.
Okay.
We're a Harry Potter household. My oldest has read the books a couple times. My daughter is just getting through the series.
Those books look awful thick, Joe.
They are. But you've been around my kids. They're smart. They take after their mother.
Yep. Okay.
So.
Okay. I believe it.
Which my favorite movie of all time is Gladiator from 2000. I'm a sucker for the combat, let's get after it kind of movie.
How about Back to the Future, guys?
Those are great.
I love Michael J. Fox.
My podcast partner, Tony Tone, who works for the school district, we have a movie podcast called the Buffer Battle Podcast. That is his favorite movie of all time.
I also like Marvel movies.
Yeah.
You
gotta love Ghostbusters, too, from back in the day. Also.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a comedy guy. There's not much I won't watch, I'll be honest.
Who's your favorite character, your Marvel character? I already got several.
My favorite Marvel character?
Another $2,000 bid while we ponder.
Oh, boy, T.Y., that's a tough one.
You got several, or they're all good.
Just the Avengers, the main Avengers.
Spider-Man's my guy.
Spider-Man, okay.
I'm all in on Spider-Man.
He is not my guy.
No? Okay.
Your team Iron Man? I'm joking. That's just the two.
Yeah. Now, I do think that Robert Downey Jr. is a tremendous character.
Yeah, he is. Well, it's just amazing how those movies have evolved, too. Like, the last Spider-Man movie had 10 Academy Award nominees in the movie.
Yeah.
Now, that one went for over $2,000, I believe, boys. So we're making some money here in between games. I think we have one more cake after this one before we get underway for the Central DeWitt against Muscatine boys game. Well, we're going to break that one down. We're not just going to talk about movies and cake, I promise you. Ooh, this one comes with some glasses here.
Some glasses?
Yeah, this was donated, I believe, by Family Eye, Muscatine.
I thought maybe there were 3D glasses, but no.
So that's the nerd in me, though, is that all glasses are technically three-dimensional because we see in 3 dimensions. But that's the word nerd that my grandmother made me. A couple Muskie wrestlers, or at least one Muskie wrestler.
It's Grant. It's Grant Bodie and Jet Fridley.
Yeah, Jet and Grant.
Yeah. Grant's a stalwart on the. Yeah, he's a stalwart on the Muskie boys soccer team, and he's a Muskie baseball player.
Yep. He's the
twin of Grace.
Twin of Grace. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Jet looking to have a big day, hopefully tomorrow at the regional tournament at 170 pounds.
It's districts tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. Where do they wrestle at?
And you're going to ask me that. I believe. I think they're at Bettendorf tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure. I should know after doing that 7-hour broadcast on Saturday. I know we talked about it, but my brain only has so much capacity, and it has shifted. I can remember the 1987 girls basketball team, but apparently I can't remember what I broadcasted last weekend. Another big. Oh, and this is the Guy in a Grill cake. And this is always exciting because they partner with Arnold Motor Supply every year, and they donate a Traeger pellet grill along with an assortment of crisps from Guy in a Grill, and I believe there's also usually a catering package involved as well. So this is a big. You get a lot of bang for your buck here with this one.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're a smoker guy, aren't you, Joel?
I am. I'm an avid barbecue.
This is right up Joel's alley there.
I have a pellet grill, and it is one
Is it similar to something like this?
Yes. I love it.
If you get this grill, Joel, I'll take the apple crisp or whatever.
So
okay?
you have to find my wife for it. That's her. She doesn't get a cake on her birthday. She gets the Guy in a Grill apple crisp.
I love it.
That's a great choice.
It is. It really is.
They do a great job over there. All their food's good.
Just
fantastic.
So many local businesses supporting this adventure tonight.
Okay, just by looking at that, I know you probably can't tell the make and model of that totally. What would be the
capacity?
Not capacity. The
value.
The value of that.
It's about
grill.
an $800 grill.
Yes, I think.
I only know that because I'm friends with John Morford. He posted this morning the total value of it.
Okay.
So. You can fit about 8 racks of ribs in that thing.
Is it electric?
It's electric. It plugs in and then it runs off pellets. So it's a gravity-fed pellet grill.
So you put the pellets someplace
You put the pellets in that hopper that's on the right side.
Okay.
And the gravity will just feed it, and you can go as low as 180 degrees and smoke, or you can crank them all the way up to 450 degrees and do a.
And then it's probably Wi-Fi based, isn't it?
Some of them are. I don't know if that particular model is. Okay.
These are making me hungry.
Well, you know what? Come when the weather gets a little bit nicer. We'll have a little
cookout. That'd be great.
Come on over
That'd be
and
awesome.
we'll get the grill going.
Maybe you could show us how to do that.
I'd love that, Joel. I'd love that.
Absolutely.
Coach, we're having a lot of 8th grade boys come by here. I think they're looking for some airtime. I don't know if you just saw Aryan Singh was just by.
You know.
And Aryan, and he's really been improving. Here's a kid, Joel, you'll appreciate this. It's his first year playing basketball. He's improved so much. Hit a 3 the other night. Boy, his eyes were as wide as the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
He looked over like he was stunned. I was stunned, too, because I've never seen him make a 3. But great kid, really improving. But that's a kid who's learned basketball off YouTube. He's been watching. He tells me, Coach, I go home on weekends, I watch YouTube.
It's amazing.
And then he comes back and talks to me about what he need to work on, and he's working on these things at the Y. But super kid.
Denny sure getting permission from Lynn.
Lynn's right up here. Lynn sure is right here.
I think she just gave the thumbs up.
Did she give him the thumbs up?
Like we mentioned, Coach Scher going into the School Hall of Fame as a coach, but his service to the community hasn't stopped. He now serves on our school board. We have another school board member, Lindsay Phillips, sitting right in front of us. Great to see all of the decision makers and the leaders of our community out here supporting the community.
So, Joel, you said both Coach Scher and Coach
Leach.
Coach Leach?
Yep, both going in this year.
Congratulations to both those guys.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Great honor.
Speaking of 8th grade boys basketball players, here comes Silent Cal.
Silent Cal.
Cal Howell right there.
It. Got a couple other of your guys.
Oh, yeah.
Max Brindle. Yep, Max Brindle's doing a great job. There's another guy, Coach, that I've been impressed with. You and Coach Hall have done a great job coaching him. He's improved so much.
Yeah.
Really has.
Just he gained confidence more and more.
He
every
is.
game.
I see that every time we scrimmage and watch you guys at practice.
But you know what? This is one thing that we've talked about, Joel. And I was talking to this with Coach Haller the other day. I was talking about it with Brandon Welsh. And T.Y., I think you'll agree with us. You know, you and Coach Nagel coaching one 8th grade basketball team. Coach Haller and I coaching another 8th grade basketball team. You coached a lot of your guys at 7th grade football last year when you were still teaching and still in the district there. Coach Haller and I have worked with our guys at 8th grade football, and now we work with them in 8th grade football. And, you know, we make connections with kids.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not to toot our own horns, and these kids have had a little bit of success, and it's nice to see them stop by and say hi. You know what I mean? So
you hear coaches talk about it, and they mean it, and we've all experienced it. Not to the level you guys have. I've had a much shorter career, but now I'm in the youth sports world.
Yes, and you'll see this, Joel.
Yeah, and we're I think back to my dad, who coached youth sports forever. And my brother's senior year of high school, Coach Leach had a really good team, and the top 12 guys all played for my dad at some point. And he took a lot of pride in that, like going out there just seeing the kids stay with the sport. And we lose some of that. We can lose some of that when we focus too much on winning at that level as opposed to focusing on teaching. You mentioned a kid being on his own, looking at YouTube to improve, and you take that and you just run with that, because that's a kid taking an action step on their own.
That's a kid that wants to get better.
Yeah, and eventually you'll see those kids out here like we're preparing to see here as the Central DeWitt varsity team and the Muscatine varsity boys team take the floor. It's really easy to talk about Joe Wieskamp, who plays in Des Moines for the Austin Spurs against the Iowa Wolves on Sunday, who just a few years ago was playing here in the cake auction night. You see the success, but you also see that he played 7th grade basketball at Central Middle School or at Susan Clark Junior High, and he played every Friday at a MAC conference gym. And yes, he had an illustrious AAU career, but there is no different. The steps that you're taking as maybe a bench player in the MAC, the path is no different than what a player like a Joe Wieskamp or like a Taylor Veach, that we just saw in the girls' game. The journey is the same. It's up to you kind of how you appreciate that journey and how you're willing to move forward in it. And that's where it's great to see kids still taking their own ownership in their own personal careers.
I think you made a great point, Joel, about the wins and winning is. Coach Long, you made this point so clear. It's about building relationships and making connections, and it really is. Winning takes care of itself. Right. It really does.
Yeah. To keep kids interested, you need to win a little. You really do. But if you can get them hooked and keep them working hard, that's key.
We're going to go ahead and take a short break as the pep band gets everybody riled up. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to break this one down as we're just about 12 minutes away from the varsity boys basketball game.
At First National Bank, we strive to provide the best customer service both in person and online. Our mobile wallet offers you great features within our mobile app. Card controls, alerts, digital receipts. Mobile wallet is a free feature in our mobile app. Check it out today.
Getting meals to go from Hy-Vee is even easier with the new Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go website and curbside pickup. Just order online at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime. Feed your family for less and order Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go today.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory, or maybe you want to book more appointments, or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop. Plus, our Redline hotline. Plus, free online delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. Plus, exclusive offers every month. Right now, get 20% off floral, party trays, and DSW at Hy-Vee. Plus, a free bouquet. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus really does equal more. Sign up today.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing I need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
At First National Bank, we strive to provide the best customer service both in person and online. Our mobile wallet offers you great features within our mobile app. Card controls, alerts, digital receipts. Mobile wallet is a free feature in our mobile app. Check it out today.
Getting meals to go from Hy-Vee is even easier with the new Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go website and curbside pickup. Just order online at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime. Feed your family for less and order Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go today.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory.
Or maybe you want to book more appointments.
Or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
And welcome back, everybody, to Muscatine High School. Pep band's going. Got some Uptown Funk. And what we're doing here is Muscatine basketball as Central DeWitt comes to town. 11-5 on the season in Class 3A, 8-4 in conference overall. The Muskies 1-14. They're a Class 4A competitor, 1-12 in the conference. And we'll talk a little bit more kind of this matchup. But this is one of those games that I think we've talked about it a little bit with some of the other sports. When Burlington made the defection to leave the Mississippi Athletic Conference, I was really impressed with how the schools looked at the geographical area and looked for a school that was not only a geographical fit, but a competitive fit. And I think competitive fit's a little bit of an understatement. Central DeWitt brings some top-level programs in every sport, boys and girls alike. We saw them on the mat last week at the wrestling tournament, and we're seeing them in a baseball and softball juggernaut as well. So we're seeing why the Sabres were so eager to take this jump into the next level at the MAC conference.
Yeah, they certainly have done well, Joel, like you say, and basketball is no exception. Coach Long and I had that opportunity to see the boys play before Christmas against them as well. And, tonight, Coach Long, I think we both would agree, the Muskies have got to try to find an answer for Sean Gilbert.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what the answer is, Coach.
Sean Gilbert, that was in December would have been the first time I've seen him play in person, and he was an impressive high school post.
So he's shooting three-pointers and making them right now in warm-up, but he's 6'9". I think they list him at about 270. So not just, 6'9", big, powerful body. There are some guys that we've seen in your experience. I think of Reed Branch at North Scott back in the early 2000s. You think of guys, Washington had some big players as well, the 7-footer who ended up at Iowa State. How would you attack that if you didn't have, say, a Chad Welk, a 6'8", 250 guy yourself?
It's tough. As an opposing coach, he can shoot the three, but I'd rather see him out there at the three-point line and take my chances out there,
Yeah, you
contest.
If he hits those, you just tip your hat.
That's right. I'd love to see him just away from the basket because he does so much damage down low. And, Joel, to your point, he's got a lot of size and strength, but, what you really respect is when guys know how to use that size and strength. And he does a great job using his body. He knows how to seal, and he's got really, really good footwork.
Averaging almost a double-double. He's 22.8 points per game, 9 rebounds per game. And just when you start to take that away, maybe you draw something up. Here comes Gibson McEwen, the senior guard. averaging 13 points per game. So on paper, that's a 1-2 punch that can really get after you.
You know, and I was really impressed with the guard play when we saw him play in December. You know, the Muskies kept it close early, and probably halfway through the second quarter, the tides have turned.
Yes. I think it was a 1 or 2 point game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Joel, good teams, you've got to have more than one player. You can have some success, limited success if you have just one really good player. So I think, Central DeWitt's got some really good guard play to complement Sean Gilbert, and that's what really does make them tough.
And you'll see it tonight. I believe that he's going to want to shoot the ball outside, but he's going to do the majority of his damage on the block.
And it'll be interesting to see how the big men for the Muskies, Caleb Bettis, Diamond Craigie, Luke Wieskamp, maybe even a little, 6'4", 6'5" guys, while they can maybe match up from a height and length perspective, there's really no substitution for that big seal from the 270-plus pound big man for Central.
It's going to take more than one body.
Absolutely. Well, and it'll be interesting to see, if the Muskies come with it. If I remember right, I think they did try to double team him quite a bit.
Right.
But sometimes, if that double comes late, he's too effective. You've got to come early, and you've got to make him give up the basketball.
I'd like to see what type of passer he is.
Yeah, and contest those 3-point shots.
And that's where you see guards like Paul Kuhn, the 6'2" guard for Central DeWitt, averaging 6 points, almost 7 points per game. There's some other weapons besides Gilbert, but you can tell that their offensive game is going to go through the post. We're going to take another short break. We'll be back with our Bear of Muscatine starting lineups on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest 1/8 of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop. Plus, our Redline hotline. Plus, free online delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. Plus, exclusive offers every month. Right now, get 20% off floral, party trays, and DSW at Hy-Vee. Plus, a free bouquet. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus really does equal more. Sign up today.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing I need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in...
And welcome back. It's Muscatine High School. I'm Joel Krausar, along with Bob Long and Terry Youngbauer, as it is the second half of our boy-girl doubleheader, as the Muskies host Central DeWitt, the Mississippi Athletic Conference basketball action. This is your Bear of Muscatine starting lineups, all part of our Muscatine Power and Water pregame show. Starting off for the visiting Central DeWitt Sabers, number 0, Paul Kuhn, 6'2", averaging 6.8 points per game. Then number 10, Michael Schneider, the 6'2" guard, averaging 2 points per game. Number 15, I believe number 15 is Gibson McEwen. He's their second leading scorer at 13.3 points. And then number 23, Gus Pickup, 5'11" guard. That's a great last name for a basketball player. Pickup.
Pickup.
Yeah.
I love it.
At number 24, Matthew Waters, 6'1" junior, averaging 7 points per game. And number 50, Sean Gilbert, the senior, 6'9", averaging 22.8 points per game. And for the Muskies, the starters, senior guard Braden Hufford, averaging 9.5 points per game. Number 10, Sam Emmert, the junior, been a real spark plug as of late, averaging 8.3 points per game. Luke Wieskamp, the leading scorer, the 6'5" freshman, 10.2 points per game. And then number 23, Diamond Crahy, 6'4" junior, averaging 3.5 points per game. And then number 30, Miles Melendez, the 5'8" senior, playing the point guard for the Muskies. You know, we mentioned Luke Wieskamp in the pregame, leading scorer, and really starting to get more comfortable driving, getting to the rim, doing more things off of the dribble than looking for a shot just as a shooter.
Yeah, I think he's, as you said, Joel, he's continued to get better all season.
We sleep on his defense, too. He's a really good defender and shot blocker.
Blocks shots, you know, does a nice job. And you know, it's we sometimes forget because he looks so comfortable out there that he's just a freshman.
Yeah.
It's easy to all of a sudden think, oh, you know, this guy's an upperclassman. No, he's still just a freshman.
And you know, and another thing, I don't think people realize how, one, he's playing in his brother's shoes, shadows. But also, Luke, for being a 14 or 15-year-old freshman, I think he's doing a great job rebounding the basketball.
Yes.
Tremendous. No, yeah. I'm very impressed with him, and I was impressed with him last year in our basketball program over at Susan Clark. Just really a coachable kid.
These last few games, especially on Tuesday night, he shot the ball extremely well.
Yes.
He was pretty efficient.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see Sam Emmert and how he ties into this whole equation, because one thing he did the last time out is he got to the rim, and if he can slash, you've got a big presence down low, but if he can get to the rim, the athlete that he is, maybe get in Stewart in some foul trouble. That could be a major factor.
Yeah, and I don't think Sam played against his team in December.
No, he did not.
No, he
was in a boot.
You know, and other than Sean Gilbert, we match up size-wise pretty well with them. They do not look very imposing physically, other than Sean Gilbert. Now that's a big difference. He is though.
It's nice getting.
Luke goes up and wins the tip-off.
That's a good sign, fellas.
Man-to-man defense for the Sabres.
No, I have pause for hope, Coach Long, because as you indicate, we played very well for them for the first two quarters.
12 minutes.
Majority of it. Yeah. The majority of those first two quarters.
Melendez finds Hufford in the corner. That's Emmert. Excuse me. Emmert hits the three to start.
Hey, that's a big start for Muscatine right there.
That's what you
something to build
need.
off of.
That is really what you need.
First National Bank of Muscatine three-pointer.
And that's the guy, Coach Long, you indicated did not play against him, so he is the X factor.
Inside to Gilbert.
He's going to go back over the left shoulder, T.Y.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
That's something that we'll see a lot, going back over the left shoulder.
And Diamond's got a tough matchup there.
Yeah.
You know, height and size-wise. Yeah, he's giving up quite a bit there.
I mean, what do you do on that diagonal screen there?
It's going to be tough, Coach. Looked like we played single coverage there, though, on that possession.
Hufford gets the crossover, gets his defender in the air, and draws the foul.
You know, there's always two schools of thought.
Let him go?
You know, let Sean Gilbert go, but let's see if we can shut everybody else down.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, and maybe that's their thing. We'll have to see. We'll see how it plays out.
As that is Matthew Waters' first foul.
Can't stop him.
We'll send Hufford to the free throw line.
Yeah, and just hope he can't score 50.
Right.
Well, I'll give some perspective here. Being at the time, my junior year of high school, I was the largest soccer player in the state of Iowa. At 6'2", 231 pounds, I was the largest soccer player. I would defend guys. They would just run into me and fall down, and I would get called for a foul.
That's called a flop, Joel.
Well, they weren't really flopping. It was just inertia. But still, if you're the defender, if you can get good position, take the contact, draw the offensive foul if you're the Muskies.
Yes. Off to a great start, guys. Up 5-2 here.
Two big free throws there from the senior. There's Waters.
There you go.
They front the post. And Crahy gets a steal. And now you're getting the crowd into the game, and that is something that can be a factor.
I like the energy the team's playing with right now. They really look like they're playing hard and come out with a lot of energy here.
Wieskamp over to Crahy. Crahy gets to the rim, missed.
I would have liked to see
what's the
Luke.
board?
I think right there on that first touch by Luke there in that possession, I think he needed to be hunting the jumper, though, on that shot.
For three, no good. There's that. Let him
Coach,
shoot it.
As we talked about, I'd rather see him out there than under the basket. Now, he can make them. We know that.
Wieskamp in the high post. Crahy back to Wieskamp. Up and under. And Luke unable to get the bucket.
That was a nice move by Luke.
And it's going to go off of pickup, and the Muskies will keep the ball.
You know, come to a 2-foot jump stop, show ball, step through. High-level move in the paint.
Hufford inbounds to Wieskamp. Emmert on the wing. Emmert shot fake. McEwen doing a nice job defending him. Now Wieskamp off the dribble. He's going to draw the foul. Picks up his first. And Wieskamp will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Nice strong drive by Luke. Gets him to the free throw line.
Hey, I love the glasses Gus Pickup wears. The name, Pickup, love it. Gus, love it. And then the glasses. Little rec specs.
It's a throwback. We love it. Now Pickup will bring it up the floor for the Sabres. Inside, good help defense from Hufford.
Boy, that time we not only had a double team, we had a triple team on that one, Coach.
Yeah.
The Muskies it's kind of like in football where you're flying to the football. They're flying to the basketball.
Sean Gilbert, good catch there and finish.
Kind of looks like we're looking to front him with a little backside help.
Yeah.
Melendez with the shot fake.
I actually thought it was a little dangerous pass there to get through in there, but Sean did a nice job going up and getting it.
When you're 6'9",
yeah,
you get away with that.
Wieskamp works it back to Melendez. And Melendez keeps the ball away, a foul called. That's 3 team fouls now on the Sabres. That foul's on Kuhn. Or Keene, I'm not 100% sure. We didn't get the pronunciation guide. So our fans from Central DeWitt who are watching, I apologize if I mispronounce the name. My last name is Krausar. Feel free to mispronounce it all you want.
You know, we were talking about the old-time public address announcers who would go out and phonetically check with the coaches.
International Phonetic Alphabet,
There you
IPA. I can write in it. The value of a music education is Wieskamp. Shoots for 3, no good. McEwen with a good rebound.
You know, that's one thing that Sam got his hand on that ball. Sam is active.
Yes. Emmert has been a difference maker since coming off the injury. Missed most of the first half of the season with a foot injury. Good finish with the left hand.
What a beautiful left hand for the big fella.
He's got all 6. It's all tied up. There's not a lot you can do when he gets it that deep.
You still got to like the start Muscatine's had here.
Emmert.
Yeah.
There it is.
They're playing well. And, you know,
with confidence.
They have confidence. You can see it. You really can, Coach Long. I agree with you.
For a team that's 1-14, they're using this crowd.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Another bucket for Gilbert.
Yeah.
Melendez in the corner. That shot blocked by McEwen. Rebound by Ryan Waters.
I'd like to body him up. Oh, we didn't.
Lob.
We got to make contact with him there. Especially in these situations, 4 or 5 minutes into a quarter. I would like to see us lean on him just a little bit.
Now Gilbert gets a break. They bring in number 30. This is Brady Peterson. So now it's all up even.
He looks like he's going to the locker room too. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
You know, this is where, as Coach Murray used to say, you got to make hay, Coach Long.
That's right.
You take advantage of the time that he's off the floor.
Turnover, Muskies.
You know, and that actually should have been a basket. It was just a bad pass.
Yeah. Yeah. Miles needs to come to a jump stop there before he passes that ball.
Pickup will bring it up the floor for the Sabers.
Oh, and I was actually talking about the Sabers side.
I'm sorry.
I missed our side here, but no, you.
Oh, the feed. You're talking
Yes,
about
the post feed, yeah.
McEwen that has that go over the top of the backboard.
Good call by
Muskie ball. And now Dante Lee, who's one of the usual starters for the Muskies, is going to check in for Sam Emmert. Dante coming back after an illness, so we're getting him back after missing one game.
If I remember right, Coach Long, Dante had some success in that first half down there at Central DeWitt. His quickness.
Yes.
You know, I think he's one of the quicker players on the floor here in the game.
Caleb Bettis getting ready to check in as well for the Muskies.
They had a tough time matching up with him, if I remember correctly.
Now Melendez gets a free run to the rim, and he gets the finish. And a steal, almost a steal. Melendez is going to get called for the foul, but just he had a chance for the steal. Helped pick up, back up off the floor. Good sportsmanship there. Miles is one of those guys, if he can see the ball out of the corner of his eye, he's got a chance to get it.
You love that play he made on the offensive end. That little fake on the dribble handoff, and he just fooled everybody.
Bettis,
Muskie's full court pressure here.
Bettis checks in for Crahy. Waters, this is Ryan Waters, number 42. Here's McEwen now for the Sabers. And Sean Gilbert with all 8 points, not on the floor right now for the Sabers. Their leading scorer. But McEwen, who has the ball now, at 13.5 points per game. The leading point producer. This is Matthew Waters for 3.
Oh, got away with a big push
Rebound
by Ryan Waters.
I agree. I think Waters pushed Hufford underneath the basket there. Sometimes you get away with it.
The 6'5 Ryan with the putback, just a freshman. Melendez in the corner. Hufford now takes it. From behind the back dribble. Over to Dante Lee. Wieskamp now. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Melendez with a great find. Bettis unable to get the finish.
That's one we'd like to have back right there.
Now for McEwen for 3, no good. And that's going to be Muskie ball. 37.4 seconds, and Sam Emmert's going to check back in for Muscatine.
You know, it's a great sign for the Muskies. The big fella's off the floor, and I think they're 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 from the three-point line to start the game, too.
But unfortunately, we haven't been able to put much on the board, though. 2 points, maybe.
So 35 seconds.
This is a big possession for Muscatine, Joel.
Looks like we're holding for 1, Coach Long and Joel.
Saber defense extends to get that count going. Got a foul, and that's going to be on Caleb Bettis for the moving screen.
Coach Richards over there, he's asking, no need for that right there.
It was a tough call. I don't, it's one of those, it's close. And
he got caught in no man's land.
Yeah.
Do I set it, do I not?
It's tough when the ball handler's moving on that,
Yeah.
because then the defender's moving as well.
Gilbert
Gilbert's back in the
in
game,
here.
yeah.
Didn't even see him come back.
I didn't either, Coach.
He's a sneaky 6'9".
Yes.
I didn't know if he came out this door down here.
You'd think one of us would have noticed, but we're falling asleep here, Coach. 2 games is over our limit.
I know. You
We're
got to build your stamina. We should have had you guys on that 7-hour wrestling broadcast on Saturday. Get your conditioning up. McEwen goes to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, all in all, though, this has been a great first quarter for Muscatine.
Yes.
Tremendous first quarter.
Gilbert checks out. A little offense-defense substitution here.
I'll get him just another quick little break here.
If I remember, they always gave him breaks, Bob. His conditioning was not the greatest.
3.9 seconds here. Emmert will bring it up for the Muskies. Emmert for 3. Good look at the buzzer. Muskies trail by 2.
Can't ask for a better shot with that time on the clock. He got all the way to the three-point line.
And that's where Sam's at his best, when he gets going downhill.
And we'll take a short break. We'll be back with more Muskie basketball.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone can make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
At First National Bank, we strive to provide the best customer service both in person and online. Our mobile wallet offers you great features within our mobile app. Card controls, alerts, digital receipts. Mobile wallet is a free feature in our mobile app. Check it out today.
Getting meals to go from Hy-Vee is even easier with the new Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go website and curbside pickup. Just order online at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime. Feed your family for less and order Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go today.
And welcome back to Muscatine High School. I'm Joel Krausar along with Bob Long and Terry Youngbauer. It's a fantastic night of basketball, and I have to give a shout out to our team at Pearl City Media. Jess Meinert, our technical director, and our cameraman Chris Anderson do a great job of bringing you all these images and getting us in and out of breaks and really doing the hard work on a broadcast like tonight. They've been here a lot longer than the rest of us, and we are now 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half of this boy-girl doubleheader. Is the boys' game, the second game of this doubleheader.
You know, one thing that, we kind of hinted about this and talked briefly about this, but, the cake auction is just special.
Yes. It's different.
I mean, we've talked about the members of the table of knowledge. There you go. Oh. We talked about the table of knowledge being here, the Petersons, the Pauls, just Muscatine people.
Yes.
Just great to see it.
As Emmert gets the reverse lay-in, and he'll tie it up.
Tom Randleman up cheering for the Muskies.
Yeah, I've seen Tom down there, yeah.
We have generations. That's the other thing. We have a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout as head coach Marty Marshall wants to kind of reset his team.
I think he was unhappy at how easily we got to the basket a couple times there,
Yeah. They dodged the bullet on that first possession, but not so much on the second.
Right. I'll tell you, Joel, and Coach Long, I can't write the rest of the story, but this is reminiscent of 1994, my greatest cake auction memory. Josh Miller hit a 3
95.
on a special play. 95, Coach Long? Okay, thank you.
February 95.
And you know what? Can I be honest? I think it was the exact same corner Sam Emmert hit that 3 to start the game with. We were playing a state-ranked Davenport Assumption, and we never looked back. And we won going away. So let's hope that's the same for the Muskies here tonight. Sam hit the big 3 to start the game, and we're playing awfully well.
And it was right in front of Josh. He's sitting right there, right where
I think
Sam hit that shot.
Josh helped him a little bit on that.
If I'm not mistaken, Coach Randy Norton was not very happy that
No,
night.
he was not. He was very upset. Matter of fact, he was pointing at the scoreboard after the game and told his kids, look at that score.
Wieskamp
Nice
challenges
shot
the shot,
there
gets
by
the
Lowe.
block.
Great block.
That's McEwen. Can't get it over the outstretched arms. Now the Muskie freshman for 3, and it's good. Block shot, three-pointer. Gives the student section a wink and a nod as he goes on by.
They only give him 2 on that?
No, it was 12-12. It was 12-12.
On the board, they only gave him 2.
Oh, okay.
Unless they didn't give it to him at all.
I thought you meant the score. Yeah. No, the score's right. Yep.
Dante Lee with the jumper, and it's good.
Dante provides that. Just a little athletic, just a little pull-up game.
Separate a little bit.
Muscatine is playing well. Very inspired.
Emmert, good job there. As Keene, though, makes a good catch and finish.
It reminds me a little of that first game, Coach Long, that we saw. This is how we kind of came out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Up at Central DeWitt.
Yes.
Lee, shot was blocked.
That was a great crowd up there that night, too, Terry.
Yes, it was.
McEwen goes right into the center, but Emmert doesn't bite and backs off the contact.
It's a good job, not fouling there. Give him a 3-point play. There's that double stagger, Coach Long.
Yeah. That basic motion set that they like. Look at that right there.
Good ball movement by the Muskies. And Hufford hits the 3. First National Bank of Muscatine 3-pointer. And Braden's got 5. And the Muskies have a 4-point lead.
Nice seeing the fellas have a little fun.
They are, aren't they? You can tell they're Braden and Luke were high-fiving there, or low-fiving, whatever it was.
I think it was a low 3.
It was a low 5, yeah.
Inside to Gilbert.
Tell you what, though, the ball movement was pretty. You can't ask for better ball movement than that last possession Muscatine had.
Coach Torelli wants a 30-second timeout. We talk about momentum. Right now it's in Muscatine's favor and the confidence. Yeah. That is what we're seeing tonight from this Muscatine team.
No, I think Coach Long, the big thing is, like you said, the kids are having fun out there. They're back, smiles on their faces, talking to each other.
Playing hard?
Yes.
And it's really been by execution. We're seeing them protect the basketball. They're moving the ball, and they're hitting the right shooters in stride. And the green light is on. Coach Torelli has given these guys the green light. You get a good look, take it.
And I think this crowd kind of helps energize you a little bit, and just the cake auction night itself.
Something about it.
It really does. It's that extra energy sometimes you need.
I'm not saying it's the same as like a blackout at Kinnick Stadium or a whiteout at Happy Valley, but when it's your town's tradition, there's something about it, and it just changes.
Exactly.
It can just change it. I firmly believe in energy and momentum in sports, and we're seeing it favor the home white, purple, and gold team. Now Hufford gets it out to the top of the key. Dante Lee, good take, rebound by Gilbert.
Just didn't get the ball up there quite high enough on the board. Oh, Diamond about had a big steal there.
Gilbert with the runner.
The big guy with a soft touch.
He's a good athlete.
With the giant killer. How about that? The teardrop.
Tell you what, we've had 3 close ones we've missed. Boy, that's 6 points I'd like to have back,
Melendez finds Craigie with a touch of his own.
Tell you what, we drew the big guy away from the basket a little bit.
Yeah.
And Diamond took advantage of that.
Nice pass there by Miles Melendez, wasn't it?
Yes, really nice pass.
Coach Marshall lobbying for a 3-second call as they came down. We'll see if we see a look at that next time down the floor.
Diamond working hard, trying to stay in front of Sean Gilbert there.
Gilbert with the board.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. He was in that front position, just couldn't quite get him dislodged to get that rebound.
Three-pointer missed by Waters, offensive rebound and put back good by Gilbert. Gilbert's got 14. Craigie making the big man move, making him defend space.
Early on, I was going to say, I didn't like how he played screen roll. He looked very weak on the defensive end playing screen roll. Sean Gilbert, he's 10 feet off. He's not really helping on the hedge.
Right.
And then he doesn't really guard any. He gets caught in between in no man's land there, which he did there.
That was tough.
But he's killing us on the offensive end.
Yeah,
he loves that left shoulder, baby.
But I think, Joel, you make a good point. Make him work on the defensive end.
Yeah. Put him in some action.
Yes. See, there you go again, Bob. He just lays back at the basket.
And Muscatine playing very.
Yeah, Diamond got
There's
3
the
seconds
3
call
second
there.
call,
You know
yeah.
what? And he did. Diamond noticed it at the end, but it was too late.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could see he was trying to get out, but that's unfortunate because he really wasn't involved in the play. We weren't even looking to get him the basketball.
And it was really the first time we've seen Muscatine keep the ball stagnant, too. They've been doing such a good job the last several possessions, keeping it moving. Waters.
Dante's got to be
Strong
careful.
take, finds Gilbert, good feed.
I think right there, Diamond's got to stay with Sean Gilbert and just let him go.
So 2-point lead now for Central DeWitt. And Sam Emmert with the big finish. Sam Emmert's here to play, fellas. 9 points for the junior.
Coach Long, I think your assessment that, he could be the difference maker tonight since he didn't play in that first game is coming true.
Yeah.
He's really had a big impact on the game.
Pick up with a nice move.
Oh, he's a lefty too. Coach Long, I do love his glasses. I agree with you. I love those glasses.
Craigie with his tough catch.
Oh, that would have been a big bucket for Diamond, though. The roof may have came off this joint.
That was a great find.
I would back off him a little out there, Coach Long. I'd almost encourage him to shoot that 3.
Now here's McEwen for 3. Big bucket. Gibson McEwen. Nice ball movement.
Hey, we really need to have a good possession here because I know there's only a minute 15 left here, but this is a big possession for Muscatine.
So go in tied or with the lead would be huge for the Psyche. And Dante Lee ties it up with the First National Bank of Muscatine.
That's a huge shot, Joel. Central DeWitt was kind of gaining a little bit of momentum there, Terry.
I agree.
Big shot.
Melendez, tight defense on pickup. This is Keene at the top of the key.
You know, what's great to see is we're getting a lot of production out of a lot of different guys. It's not just one guy. We got a lot of guys playing well tonight. You know, Dante's played well off the bench.
Yes. Kind of like a Vinnie Johnson.
Yes.
Melendez tries to take the charge.
I thought it
disrupts the shot.
I thought it was a great no call. Great no call.
Now Luke Wieskamp gets to the rim
Yes!
to finish. Right now the Muskies are beating the Sabres down the floor.
Absolutely. Sam Emmer was giving the old,
Oh, yeah.
biceps. He has biceps up in the air.
Double.
McEwen now finds Walters. 7 seconds. Pick up. There's McEwen. Shot by pickup. No good, and the Muskies take a 2-point lead at halftime. Huge first half.
What
for
a
the Muscatine Muskies. And we'll take a quick break. Big outing here for Coach Torelli and his boys.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest 1/8 of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop. Plus, our Red Line hotline. Plus, free online delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. Plus, exclusive offers every month. Right now, get 20% off floral, party trays, and DSW at Hy-Vee. Plus, a free bouquet. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus really does equal more. Sign up today.
All right, it's our first egg of the half. This one was donated by the MHS.
And we are back with more cake auction at halftime. Again, extra time in halftime as it is cake auction night here at Muscatine High School. The Muskie boys lead Central DeWitt 31-29 at half. And this is the Muscatine Football Club, I believe, has donated this cake. And you'll see Grace Bodie and Maya Jansen presenting two of the girls basketball players and multi-sport athletes. Now this cake is the football club cake, and you'll see there's actually a picture of Kurt Warner on one of these cakes. There's a UNI Panther logo, so it's kind of a Kurt Warner theme on this cake. And we mentioned Levi Butson, one of your 8th grade basketball players. Grandfather Galen Hochschild was Kurt's high school coach at Cedar Rapids Regents.
Yeah. Levi talked about that with me last night on the bus home from North Scott, and it was kind of exciting hearing about that.
Yeah,
what was Kurt Warner's movie called?
American Underdog.
Yes.
And it's still in the Palms 10 theaters. Okay. You can go see it still here in town.
I have not seen it, but I heard it's a really good movie.
Yep. Zachary Levi plays Kurt Warner.
Have you guys seen it?
I have not seen it yet.
Have you seen it?
I need to.
We need to
maybe
go,
there's
guys.
an outing.
We
Maybe
need to
there's
go.
an outing.
Yes. I tell you, in a weird way, guys, as a coach, cake auction right now kind of working against us a little because
now
I love the momentum we had, and as a coach, halftime, you want to keep playing right now. We're playing so well.
Yeah. Yep.
And all of a sudden now you're sitting for a long time. You kind of give, like you say, Central DeWitt time to kind of regroup a little bit, extra time. I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things, like I say, Coach Long, wouldn't you, right now, you're in the Muskie locker room, you're ready to go.
Yeah, you're ready to go.
There's not much to talk about, guys. Just keep doing what we're doing, and you want to get back out there and play, and it's just in a weird way, it sometimes works against you.
And I think of it, I mentioned my favorite movie is Gladiator, and we talk about that first half. That was kind of like that first moment when the guys that they were kind of sending out to their death, which maybe on paper, a lot of people thought that this was going to be not this situation. And Muscatine, they do their best Russell Crowe impersonation and company, and they decide, hey, we band together, we put our backs together, we can defend ourselves and we can go out and win. And that's what they've done. They're not playing hero ball. They're moving the ball. They're letting their defensive athleticism turn into offensive prowess, and they're being unselfish, and guys are hitting shots when they get the chance.
And they're seeing the floor in transition.
Tremendous. That last possession where we just outran him, like you said, Joe, and Luke went strong to the basket.
Yeah.
And the other thing, too, is they're throwing everything they can. Gilbert's getting what he wants down low. He's got 18 points. But with every body blow he tries to throw, Muscatine comes back and hits a right cross, and they're right back at the top of the heap.
You know, he's getting his. But I tell you what, he's fighting for it because Diamond is doing a great job working to stay in front.
He is. You know, other guys, like you said, are helping and making it tough. And you know what? Hey, if he gets 40, he's on pace almost for 40. So what if you win?
50.
But so what? Yeah, there you go, Coach. So what if you don't win? And you know what, though? The other guys have been kind of quiet, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. Well, we give up the 1 3-pointer here on the left wing.
And that's what they got to be careful with.
That's about it.
Because McEwen has proven McEwen's a good three-point shooter, so they have to be careful. This goes, got a $3,000 open bid.
It might go to us. Our hands are going all over.
Maybe, I hope not. Ariel, we're not bidding, Ariel. We're not bidding. Ariel Luna, one of the spotters down here. My parents' next-door neighbor. I'm letting him know for sure that we are not bidding.
Sam's looking up at us, too. Sam's like...
They're pointing at us. They're pointing at us. $5,000 is the bid right now.
God, Bobby.
They're bringing down the house tonight.
That's out of our league, Bobby. That's out of our league. You know, the big difference, too, Coach Long, in the first meeting, we played well out of the gates, but then we let them go on a big run. We haven't let them go on any runs tonight. We've matched everything.
Yeah.
The energy level's been matched. You know, we've been matching the basket to basket. The intensity's there.
Not to toot my own horn, but with 75 seconds to go, they went on a 5-0 run.
Yes.
And to go up 3.
And we hit the big,
and then we hit a big 3.
Yes.
Dante Lee hit the 3 in the corner.
Big 3.
You know?
You're right.
$6,000, that cake, to Krieger Auto Group of
Beautiful.
Muscatine. Joey Krieger down there making his bid.
Huge contributors
That's
to the Muscatine community.
They are. They have been for so many years.
Well, it goes all the way back to Marvin. You know, we had Scott Ingstead, who stopped by. Scott's father was a longtime car salesman for the Krieger family.
No kidding. Okay,
And,
I did not know that.
Scott's like my second dad. They babysat my brother while I was being born. That's how far back the Ingsteads go with the
That's
Carlson.
fantastic. I'm learning all kinds of stuff tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Long.
Yeah.
Soccer, this is little kicking and screaming themed cake. Classic underrated comedy movie with Dick Butkus, Will Ferrell, and Robert Duvall. If you haven't seen the movie Kicking and Screaming, as coaches who have coached sports and youth sports, guys, you got to see this movie if you haven't seen it.
I've seen this. It's good. It's good.
Uh-oh, here comes the robotics next, though. How about that?
Yeah, I'm all about the robotics.
That looks impressive. What I really want to see with that robotics kick is see if it can come up the stairs to us.
I don't want to see that because if a robot can traverse the steps, I'm out.
No,
That's how Skynet
If it comes
starts.
all the way up here, Coach Long, I will buy that. I'm going to bid on that if it comes all the way up.
What if it brought you a piece of cake?
If it brought me a piece of cake,
I might be on board.
That would be even better.
But this is how we get Terminators, Coach, on this movie-themed night. I don't want robots that can traverse the stairs.
Good point.
Now, there's a great movie, too, Joe,
Yes.
the Terminator series.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Arnold.
Yeah.
James Cameron.
Yes. What was his classic line in the first Terminator?
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby, and then I'll be back.
Yes,
As
I'll
turn
be
seats
back.
T2. With T1000, Robert Patrick running down the street.
I'm a big Arnold fan. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I have a family connection to the Terminator movies.
You do?
So a special, my mom's cousin, Richard Messenger, his son was a special effects artist, and he works with James Cameron still to this day. Has worked on Avatar, worked on The Abyss, worked on T2 and Terminator. And Jurassic Park with Steven Spielberg. He worked on that movie
That
as
was
well.
an unintentional segue for you, Joe. I wasn't even,
You fed it right to him.
I know. I don't have a sheet here with all this information. I should, I should, but.
Just a family that spawned from Pisgah, Iowa, a town of 300 people in western Iowa. We got bidding going on behind us, making sure we're not the ones on the hook for this.
I think
Got some bidding going. $1,000 the soccer cake is up to. I'm really excited to see what this girls' soccer team is going to do in the spring. State qualifiers last year returned a lot of the team.
The girls look pretty excited out there selling the cake.
$1,200 the cake goes for.
They look thrilled.
Bear of Muscatine. They're big supporters of our broadcasts all season long and continuing to support Muskie Boosters and Muskie Athletics. And here comes the robot.
Is it up here yet?
It's on its way.
TY's robot?
It's coming.
You know, this is one of those up-and-coming clubs. This is Fire Island Robotics Club, which has proven to be one of the top robot teams in the state. Looks like this one could shoot some balls.
I know. I was going to say, look at the moves on this robot.
This thing can rebound for you, Coach.
Holy cow. That is impressive, Joel.
You know, these are all engineered and constructed by students.
Look at the movement out of that.
Unbelievable.
Coach, I'd like to see a basketball game with robots. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sure they exist. Oh, it's going to shoot. It's shooting the free throw.
Oh, my goodness.
No, it's not.
This will be the end of the game. Yeah. Oh!
Almost got it.
A little too hard. You say.
Maybe back it up a little bit.
Whoa, we're getting there, Coach.
Oh, you know what? I think they've got a speed control that they can change the. Oh.
They are very close. I think you're right, Coach. They're going to have to back it up a little bit.
So close.
But again, just what these students are able to do. And there is actually a cake as well. Yay! There it is. The robot officially has a higher free throw percentage than I do.
I was just going to say, not a great shooting percentage. Not a great shooting percentage.
But you know what, Coach? Shooters got to shoot, maybe.
That's right. Joel, you had that philosophy, right?
Exactly. Just keep pumping it up. Hey, my philosophy was I have 5 fouls, better use them. And usually I had 2 minutes or so to do it. So I got my money's worth.
I think Coach Murray would have sent you out there on Sean Gilbert. Told you to work him
out. You know what?
You would have relished that role.
You would have
relished that role.
Yeah, I absolutely would have volunteered. You know, I would have done a little. I'm going to admit it. I was bush league. I would have tugged on the shorts a little bit, try to get the temper going. But what I've been impressed with though with Diamond and Braden Hufford. Let's watch him in the second half because in the first half he was the guy crashing and helping on the backside, and he created some real opportunities for Muscatine defensively. We'll see if that continues, see what the adjustment, the cat and mouse game between Coach Marshall and Coach Torelli is here coming out of this extended halftime.
You know, at the offensive end, I know we have the usual suspects for our Muskie boys basketball team, but if Diamond Krejci, you know, he had 4 points in the first half. If he ends up with double digits, he's done a well of a basketball game tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, because that means that he's making Sean Gilbert play defense.
Well, and neither team is in foul trouble after that first half. I think the most fouls anybody has on either team is 1. So we're not in a situation where that's been a factor. Neither team got to the bonus in the first half. So assuming, now it's a big assumption, assuming the whistles stay the same in the second half, will be really interesting to see how it all shakes out.
You know, I'm still wondering in my mind, what was the issue with Sean Gilbert, why they took him off the floor and into the locker room?
It could be a myriad of things.
You know, contact or something.
Yeah,
who knows? It could be as innocent as that. But you wonder, was it an injury or something tweaked? I don't know. I didn't see anything.
And with cold and flu season going around, you know, maybe we have a Michael Jordan flu game situation going on.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, I would hope not as well, but you just never know.
But Coach, could have been easy a contact maybe something. Who knows? I guess because he was not gone very long.
No,
somebody went with him. It could have been a contact.
Yes, and then he slipped. I think, like you said, he slipped through the. He must have went all the way around,
and maybe into the trainer's room,
which would make sense. It's right down there. Yeah.
You know what? If this whole sports broadcasting thing doesn't work out, private investigator, maybe that will work out for us. We could have a 3-man private investigator.
I like it.
I do too.
I'll handle the marketing. You guys can just be smart.
Yeah. Well. That's objective or subjective, I guess. Subjective.
Well, some people might find it objectionable too that Joel said that. Yeah. Now, guys, what's on this cake? You got better eyes than I do.
I think it's a swim cake.
Okay. So we got Nemo and stuff like that on there?
No, I don't know.
Just
I think
some
it's
swimmers?
Judd. I think it's a picture of Judd Anderson.
Judd is swimming in there? Okay.
Yeah, it could be Judd.
You know, there should be a documentary made about Judd Anderson. In all seriousness.
He looked great. I saw him in the lobby before the game here. Waved hi to him.
So
he's at the scorer's table, and I've said this to his face.
And he's awake.
Yeah, well, you guys have coached and taught with him for a long time.
Good luck, Coach Mock. Good luck tomorrow.
Coach Mock's in the house.
Oh, you don't have anything tomorrow?
It's a week. I'm sorry, I was a week off. So I apologize. Regionals are until next weekend, so even more time for the Muskie wrestlers.
You just wanted Bob and I to show up. You were getting us here a week early.
We were going to
That's
Bendorf.
okay.
April Fools?
Yeah.
We love Bendorf.
Yeah, absolutely.
Premier City, as my partner Ben Nitzel always says. That was another big cake. A huge thanks to Jamie Schroeder and his team.
The whole Muscatine community.
Yeah, the whole Muscatine community. I don't have the exact tally. I tried keeping track, but my math skills are subpar, as Coach Wilkie would tell you. My rough math says we're well over the $15,000 to $20,000 mark.
Now there's 15 on the clock yet, Bobby, and I see the DeWitt Central Sabers are coming out of the locker room. Are they a little early?
Yeah, I think that
they'll. Bobby.
Well, I think that
they'll readjust this clock.
They'll readjust it. Okay.
$50-50 raffle being drawn. It's such a huge night for our community. As we're racing, they bump it to 5 minutes on the clock here. So we're about 5 minutes away from the second half.
You know what? You alluded to this at the beginning, towards the end of the first half. You know, Muscatine was on a roll there. This is the night where you love the cake auction, but you'd rather have a normal halftime. But T.Y., I remember some cake auctions when your second half started well after 9 o'clock. We're going to be starting by 8:45 here.
You're right.
That's good for a cake auction night. I will tell you that.
They're running a good show. There's no question.
No, Tom Olsis, he copied me on a few of the emails this week that he was communicating with Central DeWitt. The communication's been impeccable. His team and this facilities team does such a nice job. Megan Kaufman-Randall, our Booster Club president, huge part of this night. It's been, from what I can see from our catbird seat, a very smooth night so far.
Yeah.
And really what would cap that off is for Coach Torelli and his guys to come out here and finish this off for the Muskies with a 2-point lead. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back in a few minutes with the second half on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
At First National Bank, we strive to provide the best customer service both in person and online. Our mobile wallet offers you great features within our mobile app: card controls, alerts, digital receipts. Mobile wallet is a free feature in our mobile app. Check it out today.
Getting meals to go from Hy-Vee is even easier with the new Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go website and curbside pickup. Just order online at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime. Feed your family for less and order Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go today.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory.
Or maybe you want to book more appointments.
Or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
So maybe we got him second half.
Yeah, we are back. It's Joel Krausart, Terry Youngbauer, and Bob Long. It's the second half, getting ready to get underway here at Cake Auction Night, which the cake auction just concluded, and a big exciting night. Pep band's still going. We were just talking off air. One of the faces we've seen quite a bit in the Muskie lineup the last few weeks is sophomore Darnell Thompson. We think he may have played 4 games across the 4 quarters across the street at the Van Heck Center in the sophomore game. So there may be another bullet in the gun here for Coach Chiarelli, having Darnell Thompson coming off the bench.
And he would be another guy that Central DeWitt has not seen in action anyway. Because
At
he
the
did not play in the
varsity
first. He did not play in the first game.
No, he did not. So who knows?
It'll be interesting.
And he led the Muskies in scoring a few nights ago. And Sam Emmert really been the feature scorer for the Muskies. He started the game off with a big 3. He's got 9.
See, and I can see Darnell's athleticism giving Central DeWitt some problems. I thought Sam's done a nice job with his athleticism, and Darnell's another good athlete that could present problems for Central DeWitt.
Just one more guy that can get the ball to the rim.
Looks like the initial starting lineup going to bring up the second half for the Sabers.
As a coach, you always look at body language, and I don't know if you watched any Coach Long or Joel, but the Muscatine body language was great there.
Yes.
Warming up there in the second half. So, the kids are still energized. They didn't have too much of a break there in the locker room. They look like they're ready to go. Pick up right when they left off.
The famous Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson quote, whomever you want to attribute it to. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. That's what the Muskies have to come out here and do. Throw a couple body blows, throw a haymaker, do whatever you need. Send a message that we're here to play a second half.
Coach Long, big possession here, Muskie ball.
Yeah, and you also got to realize that Central DeWitt's going to come out.
No, absolutely.
Ready to play.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
As Miles Melendez will bring it up the floor for the Muskies to Luke Wieskamp.
Little dribble drive handoff there.
Hufford goes baseline. Finds Crahy. Oh, good look by Diamond. Rebound by Gilbert. Now pickup will reset the offense.
Little lob there, Bob. Oh.
Good adjustment as Walters.
I know they want Diamond to be full front on Sean Gilbert, but I think above the free throw line, I think that I would back him off just a little bit, maybe.
And there's a momentum play. His pickup gets in the passing lane, and Hufford has it go off of his hand, and it'll be a turnover.
Tell you what, I like that little play they ran out of the start to half. That was a nice little
executed play. Was it a back screen for a lob?
Well, just a handoff and then a back screen for a lob. Yeah. And that Gilbert, he was the screener on that play. Yeah.
Natural.
He's a tough guy to get around.
Yes, because they're already fronting you.
Yes.
And there's something you just don't see a lot.
That was a really pretty move.
Yeah.
Pretty move by Sean Gilbert.
He has nice footwork. See if the Muskies can lock in here, Joel.
Melendez with the ball fake.
Good ball movement by the Muskies.
Hufford for 3. No good. Wieskamp battling for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds on Luke.
Yeah, I think Luke initially landed out of bounds before he tipped the ball.
Got a little token pressure here, Coach Long.
Yeah.
Here's that.
And an and one opportunity as Gilbert gets a rebound.
I wonder if we're going to see a little timeout from Coach Chiarelli here.
You know, I think a lot of people want an over-the-back call on that, but you know what? As a big guy, you're able to reach. You're allowed to reach over people as long as you don't make the contact. And I don't think he made a lot of contact there. He's just so big.
You got to just.
You got to.
As a defensive rebounder, you got to make that contact.
You got exactly, and I don't think we did on that.
No.
Coach Salon. We didn't earn that.
No.
We didn't earn that foul.
Yeah, you got to press into them with a box out that they have to push off.
This is a dangerous time of the game.
That's a 9-0 run, right?
Yeah,
9-0 run.
They're up 7. This is a dangerous time of the game. We got to keep it close here.
We need a bucket.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly.
Shot blocked by Gilbert, but Emmerich gets a rebound.
Yeah.
That one blocked as well.
He thought about a 3 there, Coach.
It's actually a 5-point lead. They took a couple points off the board up there.
Okay. What happened there?
I think they must have just awarded an extra bucket. Pick up. That's a big 3.
Get it across, a little timeout maybe.
Okay.
Oh, let it get across.
So the Muskies will take a 30-second timeout. So a 9-0 run here now. Or 10-0.
11.
Yeah.
You know,
10.
Here's where you just can't panic, though. And like you said, Coach Salon, we just need a basket here.
Yeah.
We need a basket.
Yeah.
And really kudos to the Sabres coming out of halftime, you know, having a plan. And it's not necessarily feeding Gilbert. They come out, they run that lob play. They get the Muskie defense moving, looking at some different players. Pickup hits a big shot there. It's not just been the Sean Gilbert show.
Yeah, Gilbert was almost a decoy on that play coming out of the half there. You know, I mean, he was away from the basket.
We've talked a lot tonight about Sean Gilbert, but at the end of the day, they're 11-5, 8-4 in the conference.
Yeah.
They won a lot of basketball games.
And you can't be that with a one-dimensional.
Right.
Unless
you have that dude.
That was a big shot from Pickup there.
Yeah, it was. Great name. Love the name. Got to squeeze that, Luke.
So turnover for the Muskies.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bad turnover, but it's a really costly one at this point in the game when we're reeling. We're really reeling right now. We got to take care of the ball.
McEwen, two-man game. Finds McEwen in the corner. His toe was on the line. 2-pointer.
Okay. Yeah. Fisher was right on top of that, wasn't he?
Coach Marshall getting the defense wound up. Hufford for 3. Big bucket from the senior.
There we go.
Brady.
Go ahead. No, you go.
You know, I was just going to say, besides us not scoring until that possession there, I don't know if we've had a stop at the defensive end yet this quarter, and we need to bear down here.
No, Central DeWitt's kind of had their way offensively, Coach.
Inside to Gilbert.
Boy, made multiple moves on that, and was very patient. He's very patient, isn't he?
Yeah.
And under control.
Yeah, he doesn't get in a hurry, does he,
No.
Joel? And Joel, you've mentioned earlier, I think he's going somewhere to play football.
I may have misspoke, I believe, on that. It looks like I couldn't in my research. I couldn't find where he's heading.
Okay.
So.
He is a senior, though, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
You know,
I've reached out actually to Central DeWitt alumnus and sports director at KGYM Radio in Cedar Rapids, Todd Brommelkamp, and he was going to do some research for me. I sent it to him at halftime.
This is big getting to the free throw line a little bit.
Yeah.
Catch our breath.
Melendez misses the free throw. Gilbert gets the rebound. Make the big man bring it up.
The big man showing them some skills handling the ball. I like the ball pressure Miles is putting on number 3.
I would throw it up to the big man right here. Well, not now. The defensive help.
Right.
But it wasn't there initially.
Yes.
Kuhn for 3. Miss.
That's just a tough break for Muscatine.
Yeah.
I mean, long rebound that gets tipped right to him.
That's a situation that kind of reminds me of an old soccer saying. I don't necessarily agree with the saying, but they would say that's unlucky. I think you make your own luck.
Yes.
I think you create it athletically.
Off for three, no good.
I think that was a good decision by Diamond not to try to challenge the big man. He found an open three-point shooter. We didn't convert, but I think that was a good play on this play.
Yes.
Dante Lee with the block shot. Dante Lee's checked in.
I think the referees have done a nice job. I thought that was a great block there, and I think they've done a nice job officiating the game tonight.
Both teams with just one team foul in the second half.
Been a real clean game by both teams.
Wieskamp shot fake. That was a nice closeout. That's freshman on freshman there. 42, the freshman for the Sabres. That's Walter. Dante Lee gets to the rim. He turns the corner.
Another strong take from Muscatine, taking it to the basket. I like seeing that with authority.
Almost a 10-second call.
So, Joel, what you're saying is we're going to see that matchup, 42 and Luke, for a number of years.
I think so.
That's a travel. It's got to be travel. No,
they're going to call the foul on the floor. They're going to call Melendez on the dig, on the reach on the dig. So no shot. Second foul on Miles Melendez. Gilbert will take a break. Keene will check out as well as McEwen checks back in. Brady Peterson also checking in for the Sabres.
Let's see if they keep Gilbert for the rest of the quarter, Coach, or you think they'll get him back in here with a minute 42 left here.
I wonder if they bring him back in for like the last 30 seconds because he'll get another 2-minute break at the quarter. Here he comes.
That was a quick
minute.
Yeah.
He'll check back in. As Ryan Walters will check out.
Enough time to get a drink and catch your breath.
Gibson McEwen. Gets it over to Matt Waters. Inside to Gibson. And Gibson with the finish. 10-point lead.
His touch around the basket tonight has been incredible.
Impeccable.
Well, it really starts with his positioning. He gets to where he needs to and works and gets his position.
He gets deep.
Yeah.
He gets where he wants to go.
Coach Long, as you said earlier in the game, I think this is a big possession for Muscatine here,
It
too.
is.
Huge possession.
Emmert to Hufford.
That's a foul. Yeah.
McEwen will pick up his first foul.
This might be Sam time.
Yeah.
Sam time.
Luke Wieskamp checks back in along with Diamond Crahy as Braden Hufford and Caleb Bettis will get a break.
Some solid minutes there off the bench from Caleb Bettis, did his job, battled a little bit.
T.Y., one of the last games I was doing with Joel here, I ran this by him, One thing that I would love to see Iowa high school basketball go to, I would like to see the game extended to 10-minute quarters. Plus, now listen to this just real quick here. So that'd be 20-minute halves, the same as college, but it would also mimic women's college basketball, 4 10-minute quarters. And instead of having 17 fouls for the bonus, every quarter, 5 fouls, 2 shots, just like the women's game. And I think it would, with the shot clock coming in, bring that in. I think it would be a fun game.
Definitely in favor of the 10-minute quarters or a 20-minute half, whatever.
Right.
Wisconsin high school has that.
Right.
Yeah.
They do play that. I like that a
They
lot.
play the 20-minute halves?
I think it's 10-minute quarters.
Okay, so 10-minute quarters.
I think it would be a way of developing more kids. And
so my question is what is the AAU circuit? What do they play in those types of tournaments? Or does it vary from tournament to tournament?
It's normally, at the higher levels, it's normally 18 or 20-minute halves. Yeah. And so, but at the highest level, it mimics the college game.
Well, it's time to start emailing Boone. I think that's the solution, Bob. Be a lobbyist. This is Luke Wieskamp.
Nice play.
Lobbyist for
ISO
the
play,
ball.
maybe? Kind of like an ISO play he could drive off that, maybe?
Excellent out-of-bounds play. And Joe, we've talked about it all year. They've run some tremendous out-of-bounds plays.
Yes.
Great execution by the kids.
First National Bank of Muscatine three-pointer.
And then, of course, you got to make the shot, which Luke did. You know?
Yeah.
Gilbert gets it deep.
And Sean Gilbert comes back.
He's the answer right now.
Every time he has an answer, doesn't he?
25 seconds to go in the quarter. And Emmert has his shot blocked by McEwen. McEwen's a nice-looking athlete, too.
Yes.
What's the call here?
What do you call? Oh, he got
Timeout?
poked in the eye?
Got hit in the face, I think, in the eye.
So is that a foul?
No foul called.
I think the coach is asking, well, how is it not a foul if he gets hit right in the face and poked in the eye right in front of you? Good question.
Well, my question is this, though. If you are, we've talked about this, too. If you're vertical and I'm pivoting around and I'm leading with my head, I can hit you. I don't know what happened in that situation down there.
But I don't think he was pivoting. He was kind of just
I don't know.
down when
Maybe.
he got, well, but you're right. Maybe when he got hit, when the actual
and
poking took place. You're right, Coach. That's a good point.
I think both teams have an argument here. I mean, an argument's the wrong word.
I still don't know. What was the call?
Yeah.
So they called the timeout, and I don't know if it's
you mean Central DeWitt called timeout or the officials? See, I don't know.
I thought the official stopped play.
That's what I thought too.
The official stopped play for injury. I didn't see a timeout come off the board.
Okay. So
Central DeWitt will maintain possession.
Okay.
I think you treat it like if it's an injury situation.
I mean, it's one of those no one lost possession or anything. So I mean, it's a
nice play.
Boy.
Wow. We kind of got lost there on defense. You know.
No, I wasn't paying attention, Coach. But were we not got on the inbound, or did we just lose sight of it? Turn our head.
We worked on the inbound, but we threw a little lob to the center of the lane, and then the guy just stepped in and they dumped it right back to him.
I think that's an option where Keith could either shoot it, or if he felt like he had the clean look, and he just made a nice read.
And plus, he had 4 seconds. He had a lot of time.
Lots of time.
Yeah.
Speaking of time, we'll take another 30-second break. We'll be back with more Muskie basketball.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest 1/8 of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Because it was 30.
And we are back on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. We're doing math. Central DeWitt, 22-point third quarter to Muscatine's 9-point third quarter.
9 points isn't a horrendous quarter, not what Muscatine wanted, but giving up the 22 points, that was tough.
So they trail by 11. Here's pickup feeding Gilbert.
The big thing is they've got the basketball, too.
Crahey digs it out.
Boy, there's another one where the ball just rolled right.
We almost secured it.
Yeah.
We had it.
13-point lead now for the Sabres.
There's still time. We can't let this lead get any bigger.
Yeah, we can't let it swell.
I mean, Joe, we've been down 10, and the Clinton game we were down 9 or 10 fourth quarter and came back and won.
It was a 14-point
in the
deficit.
second half, yeah.
McEwen,
that's a big shot. That's a big shot.
McEwen now at 9.
You alluded earlier, Joel, he was a nice player. He's a nice player. I think that's a good timeout, Coach.
Yeah, right.
There's no reason to save him,
No.
I mean, you got to stop this right now and try to get a basket here. And
it's a full timeout, so we'll take a break with him. We'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop. Plus, our Redline hotline. Plus, free online delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. Plus, exclusive offers every month. Right now, get 20% off floral, party trays, and DSW at Hy-Vee. Plus, a free bouquet. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus really does equal more. Sign up today.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters,
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
even in the buying experience.
And we are back at Muscatine High School. 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter as the Muskies trail Central DeWitt 56-40. It's been, this is a big possession, big time of the game for the Muskies.
Yeah. And I love the timeout right there. Terry just talked about it. I think that's a great timeout situation there called by Coach Torelli. At this juncture in the game, the Muskies can't win the game right now, but they could definitely lose it right now.
And that's a winning play by Dante Lee.
Great timeout by Coach
That was,
Torelli.
Coach, and I like the way you said that. I've not really ever heard it put that way, but I like that. I like that a lot.
Waters picks up his dribble, finds McEwen.
Another big basket from Dante.
Pick up, puts it down to Gilbert. No good. Rebound, though, by Keene, who finds Gilbert for the putback.
Boy, we finally got him to miss one, Coach. We just couldn't get the rebound. I'll tell you what, and I love the pass that the kid threw to Gilbert.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a shot, but Gilbert has a little better one. And I think he knows Sean's not going to miss.
Yeah. To talk about one of your favorite movies on this movie theme night, Bob, he's kind of like the Sarlacc pit. Once the ball gets in there, it's not leaving. It's going in the hoop, and it's going forever.
What about Hoosiers? We haven't talked about that's a great movie.
We haven't seen the picket fence yet.
Hoosiers.
Once we see the picket fence, we'll talk about Hoosiers.
That's the winning play, Joel, tonight. We're going to run the picket fence.
As Sam Ember does his best, Jimmy Chitwood, and he puts that one through.
I tell you what, right in front of us, I love the rotation he had on the basketball. You can just see the ball turning over there. It's beautiful, beautiful looking shot.
A couple possessions ago, Sam had a nice drive to the basket, just lost it.
Yep, good defense there by the Muskies, a turnover.
Yes, down here in front of us. I remember that, Coach,
It's a good move.
Yes. That's big. Central DeWitt has not turned the ball over much tonight. They've taken good care of the basketball.
13-point lead.
See if we can capitalize on that turnover.
Hufford for three now, no good. Muskie's unable to get to the rebound.
Boy, can't fault the effort. Two guys, Braden and Luke, both hustling after that long rebound.
Now pickup will bring it up the floor. Emmert will extend some full court pressure.
Boy.
A lot of congestion in there right now, isn't there?
Yes.
See if they call this foul on. I think Diamond's going to get this one.
I'd love to see the big fella step outside for three on the next possession.
I think all of Muscatine would like that.
Sam Emmert picks up his first foul.
Has he attempted one tonight? I don't believe
the first quarter, second possession down.
Heat check.
Yep.
Okay. Sometimes as a coach, the best thing is to have them miss it because they make that first one, they fall in love with it, and they want to keep shooting it. And,
it's my game.
Yes.
37 points. We talk about the magic of cake auction night. Sometimes it's on the Muskie side. Right now it's on Central DeWitt.
I think
Sean Gilbert.
Sean knows where his bread's buttered.
Yeah.
Boy,
and that's going to count the bucket.
Is Dante elevating tonight or what?
Yeah.
He is really elevating and taking the ball strong to the basket.
Nice athletic move there.
Ryan Waters picks up his second foul. Dante Lee now with 11.
He was sick on Tuesday, but he looks pretty healthy tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe that added rest.
Refreshed.
Yes.
Makes the free throw.
It's a big basket.
12-point lead. Pick up.
Central DeWitt is just pushing the ball.
And they're going to be counting the bucket there.
The problem there's nothing Diamond. He got caught on the side there. He got caught on his hip, and he was in trouble.
Granted, he has 40 points, 39, whatever he has, but Diamond has battled him every possession.
He's had to earn it.
Exactly. And, hey, he only got 40 on me, Coach.
He earned them, though.
He did. And normally you'd look at that and say you didn't do a very good job, but you're right, Coach. I think Diamond's done an excellent job.
I don't fault Diamond one bit.
No, he's done a great job. It's all about angles, and Sean just had the angle on him there on that last basket.
And size and ability has a little bit to do with it.
Just slightly.
Yeah.
Wieskamp and McEwen battle for the loose ball. Now Muscatine's got the numbers. Crahy has a jump ball. That's a good call by the official.
I think it was too, Joel. You know, we got fortunate because they almost had a breakaway there.
Yeah.
And Luke did a nice job of staying with it and kind of came up with the loose ball.
I didn't think Luke was going to get it, though.
I didn't either. That's why I thought they were going for a breakaway.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be it. Right
Muscatine
there.
That would have been a big basket.
Gets the ball in the alternate possession. Wieskamp gets the inbound.
Still time, Coach Long, but we've just got to keep chipping away here. Got to get it under 10.
Got a foul down low.
Uh-oh.
Sean's
Ankle sprain?
slipping. He's hurt. He's hurt, Coach.
Yeah, he is.
Gilbert tweaked his ankle. It looks like his own teammate came
Yeah, he
down on
did.
his foot.
You hate to see any guy get hurt
Right,
in any game. He's still walking, but he's hobbling awful. Tell you what, and that's a lot of weight sometimes coming down. And, you know, let's make a note of that, guys. At 4:16, Sean went out of the game. 15-point lead. We'll see.
Waters with a good shot block there.
Well, you see, you know, Central DeWitt will see what they're made of without him.
Miles Melendez up playing tough D.
Yeah, you wonder if they're used
They
to
get the trap.
The guy with the rec specs.
Pickup's a gamer. Like, he's done some good things.
He's played some pickup ball before. You know he has. He
Yeah.
really split that trap nicely.
He's played some basketball.
Yeah,
We're having some fun with his last name, but he's really a nice player.
He's done a nice
He
job,
has.
particularly the second half.
Yeah,
Joel. He's had a really
he had a
good
big
second
three
half.
in the third quarter.
Yeah.
But he's got a great name for a basketball player.
Oh, absolutely. Melendez into Crahy. Dante.
I think Dante may have got away with shuffling his feet there.
Now, see, I always think that's a double dribble. He patted that pass. It should be. It's a foul. Yep.
Okay.
Wieskamp will get to the free throw line.
See, you know, you got the big fella out of the game. You can do a little more of that.
Right.
Get into the basket without that shot blocker back.
I'll say this, you know, the possession before Luke did get a shot blocked. That possession he draws the foul. You know, he's identified that the big man's out. They're curling. They're taking the ball to the hoop.
That's a good.
That's good IQ.
It is, and it's. And Coach Long, very astute that you noted that. No, you're right though. For a kid to recognize that situation and take advantage of it,
Right. And granted, I'm sure that Coach Witchers and Coach Torelli, they're telling those guys that.
Sure.
Well, to keep with the movie theme, it's a beautiful mind at work right there.
Great, Joel. We're just hitting our stride, guys. There's only 3 minutes left.
We're not ready to break away.
Is there
There's another movie?
Is there another game?
We could just stay on the air for another hour. Boy, Sam got pretty physical there.
Yeah, he did. It's getting a little chippy.
McEwen shot fake.
You know, he thought about it, but I think he's running clock right
That
now
was
here.
probably
That's a veteran. That's a veteran move.
Oh, see,
Boy,
right there,
little
no foul.
contact there too. Coach, do the referees have somewhere to be at? They're ready to go. Ready to go. Is there a cake for him? Wait,
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe.
No, there was some contact on this last possession 2 or 3 different times, Coach. And they've done a nice job. It's just
they've called the game fairly. I think.
very nicely.
There's a foul.
A little too soon, maybe.
We're laughing just because there was 3 fouls they could have called on the last drive, and a hand check gets called.
You know, it's
right
so
there.
funny how it often happens that way.
It's not being critical. It's just the humor of life.
I mean, this is not, but that is.
Right.
Oh, Coach Long, I love
Good
that.
cut.
I love that one.
Oh, Dante might low.
Joel, I want to point out that last little thing they ran there. Coach Long loves running that. Sideline out of bounds. They ran a guy from the opposite block in the corner, and then they threw it into the post there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Coach Long's pulled that on me a few times and scored, you know. We haven't talked about it. Before the broadcast is over, I know he wants to talk about defeating us in the city championship game, you know. He's called it the so-called city championship game. But
Fair enough.
Coach Long and Coach Holler got the best of us. PV did not show up one night, so Coach Long greatly organized. I really appreciate you doing that. That was great. organized us playing ourselves, and he got us. It was a fairly good game, though.
It was
Coach,
very
wasn't it?
good, very good game. But then to take after Rocky and not Sylvester Stallone, but what is Apollo Creed?
Yes.
I did tell Ty after the game, there will be no rematch. There will be no rematch.
Sam Emmert, I'm just surprised Marcus Holler didn't walk up and say, "I must break you" to you after the game. We have a foul called.
He's looking for a trophy too, Joel. That's what he's looking for. He's waiting for the trophy. I don't know if we've got one for him, but we're going to try to come up with
I got
something.
one.
Okay.
Miles Melendez picks up his third foul.
Well, we're going to probably have to turn this into a free throw game, Coach.
Yeah.
We've got it. That's our only hope.
It's a bonus situation now as the Sabres go to the 1-and-1 bonus.
It looks like Sean Gilbert's going to sit the rest of this one out, Coach.
Do you blame him?
No. He's what's he got, Coach, on the board?
He had 40.
He had 40. Coach, he did
over the
not
back
get 50
call.
though.
He didn't get 50.
Carver
Krukow going to check in now for the Sabres. That's an over-the-back call on Peterson.
We got what we hoped for. That's all we. Clock stops, missed free throw. Try to convert on this end. Do the same thing.
Yeah.
I think we got time to go for a steal down here.
15-point lead with 1:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Muskies with some shooters on the floor.
We got to go quickly though, Coach. Boy.
Emmert against the Melendez. Melendez takes it strong. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah. On a positive note here, we know that the Muskies had great first half. No doubt about that. But the Muskies had some balanced scoring tonight. We almost have 4 guys in double figures right now.
Yeah. A lot of great contributions from different guys. I agree.
I think we
And Diamond, like you said, he's not going to show up in the scorebook a lot with what he ended up with 4. He had
he had a good look.
Yeah.
One of those shots.
But like you say, he's done some other things that you can look at positively.
Yep. There's a lot of positives for the Muskies take out.
Melendez misses both free throws as Krukow pushes it up to Peterson. And Schneider gets the lay-in.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of layups and free throws.
Muscatine gambling a little bit, trying to get a steal. And nice job by the Sabres to capitalize. Dante Lee's going to get to the free throw line.
That was nice sportsmanship there by Central DeWitt, fouling him, helping back up.
He had 2 kids jump in there. Yep.
Yeah,
that was good to see. Yeah, both teams have played really hard.
And I
really
think
hard.
I think that there's some there's a lot of respect, I think, from both of these teams. That there's been guys recognizing when the other guy makes a great play, and that's what this game has been all about.
Well, there's no question Muscatine's earned a measure of respect from Central DeWitt tonight. I'll tell you what, they have played them nailed it. It's one of those games too where the score is not going to be indicative of how well Muscatine played.
Right. This Central DeWitt team is going to be a challenge for the 3A teams moving forward in the state playoffs. That's going to be an and-one opportunity for Peterson.
Yeah, it's really been a much closer game.
Right, and I kind of look at it from a coaching perspective also. It's 18 points right now, but that Central DeWitt coaching staff had to coach well into the fourth quarter tonight.
Yes.
Would you agree, Terry?
Absolutely. And they've done a nice job.
They
I
did
think
a nice
they
job.
do a nice job with their team. And like you say, Muscatine pushed them.
Yeah, they did.
Really pushed them.
That's a foul. You have to call that.
And that's going to be on Mitch Maher, the 6'5 sophomore.
Another positive, Coach and Joel, Muscatine playing a really good basketball team. They give them a lot of confidence, for the remainder of the season, what they can do against some quality opponents. I think they really showed a lot tonight.
Wieskamp hits the free throw. He's got 12 now, under 40 seconds to play here. Melendez trying to get a 10-second call with a good defense by Lee. And Sam Emmert gets the strip and goes into the bench. Great effort there from the Muskie junior. Wieskamp gets the deflection. Lee with the steal. Muskie's fighting hard. Wieskamp now at 14. Another steal. And Emmert gets the lay-in. There's 3 seconds to go here. And Central DeWitt closes this one out as they defeat Muscatine 70-58. We'll be back after a short break with our postgame show presented by Hy-Vee and Wahlburgers.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
At First National Bank, we strive to provide the best customer service both in person and online. Our mobile wallet offers you great features within our mobile app. Card controls, alerts, digital receipts. Mobile wallet is a free feature in our mobile app. Check it out today.
Getting meals to go from Hy-Vee is even easier with the new Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go website and curbside pickup. Just order online at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime. Feed your family for less and order Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go today.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory.
Or maybe you want to book more appointments.
Or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
And welcome back as we wrap up cake auction night on the Pearl City Media Discover Muscatine Sports Network. As Muscatine falls in both games as Central DeWitt Sabers defeat the Muskies in boys and girls basketball. But it was a good showing by both teams. What we saw tonight is Central DeWitt has some stars. Taylor Veach, Meadows, Allison Meadows, and then what we saw was one of the better performances we're going to see in a long time from a true post player. Sean Gilbert goes for 40 points in the boys game. But the Muskies held their own, they battled, and are affordable metal manufacturing offensive players of the game for the boys and the girls. Who we got tonight?
I would say for the girls, it's Jazzy Jones. You know, she was forced inside a little bit for the Muskies, but she had a nice three-point shot there and played with a lot of energy for the Muskies tonight.
And for the boys?
I think Dante Lee, coming off the bench, gave the Muskies a lot of energy, and I just love the way he took the ball to the basket tonight. You know, he's really strong finishing, and you know, like I say, he came off the bench and really gave us a spark.
And defensively, our Eastern Iowa Power Washers defensive player of the game for the girls.
Grace Bodie. You know, Grace Bodie
Yes.
has to. You know, when we're not in that zone, you know, she has to guard Meadows. She has to guard Beach.
And Walker too.
And yeah, absolutely, the freshman. You know, and Grace leaves it all on the floor
Every single time.
Yep.
And on the boys' side.
You know, as we talk, guys, you know, we got to give Diamond Crahy some props. You know, he just battled Sean Gilbert all night. You know, it's tough. I'm sure. You know, saying
he's given up almost 100 pounds.
He got 40, but Diamond battled, and you know, he got help. You know, when we could, and you just got to tip your hat to Sean Gilbert. But the effort was there from from Diamond, and I think he followed the coach's game plan. I think he did what they wanted him to do, and to the best of his ability. And like you say, you got to tip your hand to Sean Gilbert. He played a fantastic game.
And every catch, for the most part, was contested. I mean, there was no easy feeds.
Every possession.
Yep.
Every possession.
It was really pretty remarkable. As well as Muscatine contested it, that's how well Central DeWitt executed. That's a real tip of your hat to the entry passes and to Gilbert's hands, because they were almost 100% on completion percentage.
Yeah, Central DeWitt had nice guard play tonight, too.
They did a good job. They really compliment Sean Gilbert inside. And you're right. In the tournament, they'll be a tough out.
Yep. They are battlers, and we're going to see them again maybe this year. We were 0 for 2 against Central DeWitt this year, but we're going to see what this team can do moving down. It was the Muskie basketball teams may have fallen short in the win column tonight, but the community wins, because a lot of money raised for the Muscatine County, or for the Muscatine High School Booster Club, and keeping programs moving forward for kids.
And a big thank goes out to the whole community. I don't know what the final tally is for tonight, but it is definitely a big win for Muscatine, the Muscatine Booster Club, and the kids that go to Muscatine High School.
And and we talked about the tradition, the history. We talked about some moments in cake auctions past. People are finding it. Your former boss, former Muscatine head coach Jim Barkema and his wife Wanda, listening, my former classmate, or a year younger than me, teammate CJ Barkema, that his parents watching out in Oregon today. I mean, so the cake auction finds Muskies no matter where they are in the country.
Yeah, and and also a big shout out for Discover Muscatine for covering it.
Yes.
So it's great.
Well said, Coach.
Chris Anderson and his team have carried the torch, and they've grown it, and we're fortunate that they give us this microphone, and give us the opportunity to tell the stories. So that's ultimately what we're doing.
We're just here for the ride.
We're telling the stories of the kids putting the work in and the coaches putting the work in, and we appreciate it. My soapbox moment is we always talk about, you hear, kids today. You hear all of the negative things that people associate with the youth today. Well, let's not talk about them anymore. Let's celebrate the kids who spend 4 hours a day where they could be doing something else to represent our community. And that's what student athletes and members of the band, members of the choir, members of the robotics team, all of the different activities represented tonight, they are choosing to act unselfishly and represent our town.
Yeah, and it's a great thing to do.
Yep.
There are some great kids in all the programs. Like
Absolutely.
You said, Coach. We're just so fortunate to be a part of it.
No doubt.
Have those, and hats off to the parents. Too. They do a great job raising these kids, and it's a tough world today. There's a lot of distractions out there, so for these kids to stay on track and kind of stay headed in the right direction, I really tip my hat to them.
And there's just a lot of other things to do.
Yeah.
And if you are watching from home and you weren't able to make it tonight, and buy some cake in the Commons, or buy a bit on the cake in the silent auction or the live auction, MHS Booster Club does have a Venmo account. You can make your donation, which is a 501c3 donation to the MHS Booster Club. You can do that electronically from the comfort of your couch by going to Venmo and the MHS Booster Club.
Joel is talking to a guy who just recently had a flip phone his whole life, and Venmo and all this 503 counts and all this. I wouldn't know how to do a Venmo on this phone, Bobby.
Oh, we'd set it up for you.
My goodness.
I watched you.
You had to help me yesterday. You had to put in Coach Welsh's phone number for me.
But you were using Siri a little bit ago.
Okay, all right. I've learned that. Hey, guys, I want to thank you. This has been so much fun. I wish we had another boy-girl doubleheader. Do we?
Well, no, but maybe we can figure out another way.
Okay, this was a blast. Really was. Really was. It was a pleasure to be with you guys.
And again, huge tip of the cap to Pearl City Media. Jess Meinert, she's been here. She was with us all 7 hours last Saturday. She does the hard work along with her teammate Chris. And again, huge thank you. We appreciate them, and we want you guys to appreciate them as much as we do. For my partners, Terry Youngbauer and Bob Long, I'm Joel Krausar. It's been another great night on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Good night, everybody.
Go Muskie.